Good morning. This is your wake up alarm. 3, 2, 1.
This is Ace and TJ 5G.
Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Ace. TJ. Riggins. Alexis. Tech D-Rob.
Every day.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Children, we're on the radio and the podcast and the YouTube.
I got to do that job, baby.
We're on the Ace and TJ Media powerhouse of networks. Oh man, I got Riggins. I know you had this this box spring in your dining room ever since you moved into your little house in the suburbs, trying to figure out how to get it upstairs because it wouldn't fit upstairs. Then you got another one. You want to get rid of this one. I want it. And then after all this time, he's ready. I said, don't get rid of it. I'm coming to get it. It was raining yesterday when I was supposed to get it. Now it's raining again today.
It's nasty.
And he's got it. And I know it's worse now that you already had a plan to get rid of it. And it's still sitting there because I can't come get it.
Well, who am I to complain? It's been in there since October. So one more, a couple more days is not going to
get it tomorrow. It'll be raining tomorrow.
You get it whenever you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need it in one of our in our guest room because Jody's parents, remember, they wore out the one that was in
And
there.
she loves you saying that. We needed a guest room because Jody's parents wore out the bed that's in there.
She hates it. Yeah. Yeah, we had some nasty days. Last night, my mom texted me. She says, there's a tornado warning in your area. Be safe. I go, well, it's 10 o'clock. I'm fast asleep.
You slept through the entire thing. Yeah, there was some bad rain last night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Take it seriously, she wrote.
Okay.
Take it seriously.
So you saw that when you woke up this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, stop making fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I was going to go run out in a tornado. But you're right. I should take it seriously.
You got to take it seriously. You could end up like that lady that messaged us yesterday. That the story that nobody believes. The tornado picked her up out of her bed, tore the roof off her house, and dropped her 50 yards away.
Sucked her through the roof.
Mm-hmm. And I think that still nobody believes that.
I don't.
I believe it.
You do? Okay.
100%.
All right. Well, now she can stop saying nobody believes because you do.
And you took it very seriously last night, Riggins, when you woke up at 2 o'clock and saw the message from your mom.
Okay, but it must have been bad because there was limbs down.
Yeah, it was a really
everything.
bad storm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was nasty.
Yeah, my daughter was on her way home from work when it got the worst and had to pull over, and let it slack off a little bit because she couldn't see the road.
That's scary.
Yeah. And that was mainly because she wasn't wearing her glasses.
That's not good either.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
Let's see what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, big news yesterday. Lisa Marie Presley dead at 54 after cardiac arrest. She's got a couple of kids, 4 kids. One of them, I believe, passed away in 2020 from suicide. Elvis's only child.
Elvis's only heir.
She was born 9 months to the day after Elvis and Priscilla's wedding.
Yeah, and she was just at the Golden Globes earlier this week. She was there for, Austin Butler won an award for his portrayal of Elvis, her father. So her whole family showed up with Priscilla.
Yeah.
She's got, that is a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
She looks like her dad.
Two shockingly gorgeous people were her parents. There's no way she could turn out not being beautiful.
Kind of a dark look, like not a big smiler. I don't remember her smiling a lot.
No.
But kind of a sensual, it just oozed out of her pores.
But never forget, in addition to being Elvis's only daughter, Elvis's only heir for that matter, she was married to Michael Jackson and Nicolas Cage.
And 2 other guys.
Yeah, and that Michael Jackson marriage, when it happened, was stunning to the world.
Yeah.
Just one of those, I cannot believe this is happening. Yeah. They came out, one of the most seen things on TV in the 90s was when they kissed on MTV, at the MTV Video Music Awards.
Yeah.
They came out and opened the Video Music Awards and made out for a minute. It was very uncomfortable looking.
I just know I'm glad I didn't get that vaccine. I didn't get all those shots.
You think this is related?
No, that was just a side note. Just a thought.
Whoa.
There's a bunch of this been happening.
There's been a bunch of it happening, hasn't
just
there?
people dropping, yeah.
Not good. But 54, it's pretty young. It's pretty young, especially when you got a whole family and not good.
Yeah.
Not good at all. Last night, Miley Cyrus released a new song and video. It's called Flowers. The song is pretty good.
I like the song a lot. I listened to it this morning.
Yeah, I like it. And in the video, you get a glimpse of her bare butt. It wouldn't be a great Miley video unless we got a little bit of tasteful nudity.
I do think it's wrong. It's weird, though, in the video, she's exercising. She dives into her pool in a bikini, and then she starts doing all of her exercises in a bikini.
Yeah, it's hot.
You think so?
Yes,
I just thought it was
very
odd.
much so.
Like, who exercises barefoot in a bikini?
Yeah, I mean, I've never, Miley's, she's an attractive woman. I never went like, wow, yeah. But this one, I went, wow, yeah.
She does look fantastic.
There's something about her.
But it's a good song.
That's working for me right now. Flowers is out.
Doesn't don't her tattoos look like a kindergarten class's art time?
Yes.
They just had no rhyme or reason to them. Just like somebody just walked by and drew something on her. She's more of a graffiti board.
Yeah.
I think.
There's
with
a
her
lot,
tattoos.
a lot of celebrities are doing. There doesn't seem to be like a theme going. It's just kind of a mishmash. Harry Styles is another one. You get like these dumb tattoos. Pete Davidson was another guy. They got like these oddball tattoos that don't really match and nothing really works together.
Yeah. You think it's because they're always high?
No, do I think that? I don't know. Something's going on though. Maybe that's the style now. Who am I to judge? But yeah, that is out today. 3.7 million views in the last couple of hours. And then the trailer for Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime show, now called the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show, was released. Now we get full trailers for a performance. So this is interesting. And you see Rihanna wearing some unique outfits, unique hairstyles with people in the background saying, "Why don't you make music anymore? Where is the album?" So it's kind of, and then she puts her finger up to her lips going, "Shh," like I'm finally doing something musically. So the hype is real. It'll be interesting to see who she brings out, because I would imagine anybody that's ever been on a Rihanna song wants to perform alongside her during the Super Bowl. So she's got a lot of people to choose from if she decides to bring anybody.
In my opinion, she really needs to bring it. Like when you've been away 6 years or whatever it is, it better be spectacular.
It better be Brian.
Yeah.
It better be Brian.
It really better be
Rihanna,
spectacular.
A said you better bring it or else.
Yeah.
If you're listening.
That's true. She needs to make a statement.
She's like, hold up.
She needs to make a statement.
And then it sounds like Kanye West is married. He apparently had some sort of wedding ceremony with an architect that worked for Yeezy named Bianca Sensory, who is obviously stunningly beautiful. They said it doesn't look like he's filed any of the proper paperwork to make it legal, but they did have some sort of wedding ceremony.
So there was a ceremony,
month.
but they're not really married.
There is a ring on his finger. They've been seen out eating lately.
Yeah.
And listen, mazel. Good for them. Let's see if that works out. I have my doubts, but who knows?
Yeah.
And those are just a few things that are now trending.
Look, there are a couple of things when it comes to delicious audio that are just really unusual, including something TJ has told us about that has happened to someone he knows before. And it's so gross. But it happened to a guy, and he managed to make a TikTok about it because he had time to wait for some help. Wait until you hear what happens to him. Coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Well, tell them, Jody,
Tell 'em what?
where to watch it.
Dang, Ace TJ TV.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
So, we said, who is saving? You're saving money right now to fix a mistake that you made. Here's one. It says, I got hit with a baseball bat to my upper stomach when I was young. It left a permanent mark that looks like a hickey. So, yeah.
That
I don't know
sucks.
how you get, I don't know the procedure to get that fixed. We got a couple like this. I'm currently saving to pay my attorney to fix the mistake I made of getting married. Divorce is expensive. And you know why, Alexis?
Why?
Because it's worth it.
Okay.
That's the old joke. People say, "Why? You know why divorce is so expensive? Because it's worth it." said it's worth it. I tell you what, man alive.
Nice.
Let's see. Some of these we can't read because they're nasty. They're nasty on the radio.
There's an interesting one. There's a lady, I'm sorry, Alyssa on the front page that says, I jumped into a natural water quarry with my new Apple Watch and came up. And there was no new Apple Watch. Now saving for a new watch.
She lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just fell off her arm. It's gone.
Yeah, my son just got finished saving for new AirPods because he left his in his truck at school, and his truck got broken into, and they stole them out of it. It's the only thing he had worth anything in the truck. What? And they stole them. So he just bought his new ones he's been saving up for.
That sucks because, it wasn't really his mistake, I guess. I mean, kind of, but not really.
No. But,
Now you got to consider you leave your AirPods in your truck. That's pretty safe, you know.
But it's his mistake for going to college.
Exactly.
Being stupid and going to college.
What an idiot going to college.
That's socialism at work right there.
Yep.
Hey,
Marxism,
maybe.
Yeah. No, not maybe. It is.
Spread it around.
Yep.
Those should be my AirPods.
Why
Give
do
me
you
one
have
of them.
them?
Give me at least one of them.
You're right. College sucks.
I've been telling everybody. I've been telling y'all.
On the front page of our Facebook page, Jill says the mistake she's saving to repair, that I went to college and got a 4-year degree that I don't use, so student loans.
See? Proving the point.
She's pretty.
One student.
Oh, she's
Bones.
And as TJ Alexis has pointed out, as long as I've known him, that I went to college and have a 4-year degree from LSU, and he did not graduate from college, but we make exactly the same money. So where's that getting me?
Right.
Not getting me anywhere.
I feel you, dog.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, cat.
Riggins, were you commenting on the attractiveness of
Yeah, I just happened to look at that one.
Little Miss 4-year degree. Is that who it was?
Degree.
I thought I heard that kind of under your breath. Oh, she's attractive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, good for her. On all accounts. So she'll be just fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Meaning because she's attractive?
Yeah,
It's
she'll
going
be
to work
fine.
out for her
She'll
no matter
be
what.
fine.
And that's the way it should be.
Just like my brother told my daughter when she was going off to college. He said, don't worry about anything. Don't let it stress you out because you're pretty and you'll end up, finding some guy that'll marry you who's got plenty of money and he's successful. So, don't worry so much about the ins and outs of the grades and the day-to-day stuff. Just,
Don't stress over doing good in college. Just meet a boy.
Yeah,
Find a rich man.
you meet a good-looking boy whose family has a lot of money, and he's going to be successful. So makes it that much easier.
Exactly.
Necessary to pull up her picture here in the studio, Riggins?
Yes.
Yeah, she is pretty.
I just looked up and I was like, why
It's a
is Riggins
headshot.
pulling up this lady's picture in the studio?
Where did he get a headshot? Is that from her Instagram?
Yeah, she does, I guess, like photography, maybe. I'm not really sure. Looks like she does a lot of makeup, professional makeup and hair and stuff, but she is, beautiful.
All right, so you that's not one of her models or something.
No, it's her profile picture.
Yeah, that's a profile picture.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, Jilly Jill. Jill, yes, I will.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 2 minutes.
Riggins, it's the week that was pop culture, the week that was the Ace and TJ Show, as Riggins reviews it all for us with the week.
Go, Riggins, go. Yay!
Wow.
Riggins!
Halloween happens on Monday, filled with demons, blood, and spikes. If you want to see something scary, just look at Ace's TikTok likes. Am I right?
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
A lot of
What?
people like our TikToks.
Yeah.
That's not what
We
we
have
know.
millions of them. What's your point?
Yeah, no.
Millions.
You mean people that...
I'm talking about the things you like on TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're not scary.
You hear it? Now see it. Watch Riggins' facial reactions, Alexis's banter with TJ, Ace's pearly white complexion in all its glory. On your phone, on your smart TV, this is Ace TJ TV.
So a long time ago, TJ told us a story about a guy. What didn't you tell us about a guy that fell in a septic tank?
Yeah, Scooter.
Yeah, that's
His name was Scooter.
His
He
name
was a
Scooter.
plumber at the mill where I worked. He fell through the rusted out lid on it.
So an Amazon delivery driver posted a video to let people know what happened to him on the job, showing that he fell into a 6-foot hole, which turned out to be, a septic tank.
Delivering to this customer's house, and I just fell into a septic tank. I don't know if they were digging it or what, but I walked by it and the ground came out underneath me. I'm like 6 feet down, and I tried using these roots around me to get out, and it just pulled more dirt on top of me. So I just called dispatch. Hopefully they're going to get the cops or the fire department here, because I definitely don't want to try to climb out on my own again, because like I said, the walls are kind of caving in on me.
That's the scariest part of that whole thing to me. So he's knee deep in, what goes into a septic tank, and he tries to get out, and every time he pulls on it, the sides start to come in. So he has to just stand there and wait patiently for somebody to come get him, in fear that the walls will just cave in on him.
Oh
God. And he's not even a plumber that was working on it or
He just-
anything.
He's an Amazon guy.
God, what a horrible day at work.
And the whole time he's sitting there thinking, man, his packages are backing up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
like,
you
I
know he's
wanna
going to be
know.
hard to get out of there because he's so huge, being an Amazon guy, you know.
Good point.
Exactly.
You thought he'd just be able to climb right out.
And I love this from yesterday. This is a reporter. Her name is Ellen Fleming. She is a reporter from 22 News in Springfield, Massachusetts. And she lets her Boston accent. I think you can hear it all the time, but it really slips out in one particular part of this.
Parts of this bill are similar to the executive orders that have already been put in place in New Hampshire. New Hampshire.
In New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
I love the accent.
Oh,
I love it.
is that a good one? New Hampshire.
Pack the cat, kid. Pack the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. If I had to choose one or the other, I would choose the Boston over the like the Jersey.
Parts
or,
of this bill are similar
yeah.
to the executive orders that have already been put in place in New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Revere. New Hampshire.
Paul Revere.
Paul Revere.
Boston, kid.
My cousin from Boston.
Has anybody ever lost luggage?
No.
You've never had your luggage lost? I know you have, TJ.
Yeah,
haven't you?
I've had it delayed or get onto another flight when my flight got canceled, something like that.
What's the longest it takes? Like, I've gotten luggage the next day. Like I had it delivered to my house one time the next day, and one time I was at a hotel and I got it the next day. Is that the longest you've ever had?
Yeah.
Alexis ever had luggage lost or anything? A lady in Oregon was shocked because she lost her luggage 4 years ago and just got it back. But listen to where they found it. Hang on.
4 years ago, I went on a business trip. And while I was on that business trip, I went to Chicago. I live in Oregon. On the way home, United Airlines lost my luggage. And so we tried for months and months to get my luggage. 4 years later, last week, all of a sudden I get a phone call from Texas saying that they had found my luggage. It was in Honduras. And who knows where else it went.
And everything was still in there?
Everything's still in there.
Wow.
That bag has been traveling around for 4 years. It probably sat somewhere for a long time, and somebody saw it, picked it up, put it on a conveyor belt or whatever. But it's been just traveling around. And how she was going from a flight, she was going to Chicago, and her luggage, 4 years later, they find it's in Honduras.
What a nice life for that bag. It's just been traveling.
Yeah, it's been on vacay all this time.
Right.
Honduras.
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 Que rico.
And what is Rainbow Six Siege? Is that
It's a video game, a shooter game.
Yeah. Do you play it, Rob?
No.
Okay. Do you play it, Riggins?
I have. Yeah.
Okay. Is it good?
Yeah, it's great.
Well, there's a Rainbow Six Siege player who.
And it's part of the LGBTQ plus community.
What?
Is it just for the LGBTQ plus community?
Not to my knowledge, no.
It's a bit of a misnomer.
So this guy has a bit of a problem because while playing the game, he accidentally, and I don't know how you do this anymore, he accidentally butt dialed 911.
Huh.
And the operator heard him say, quote, "I killed 2 people." End quote. Well, his name is Elijah. And you know what happens after that? When the 911 operator hears you say the words, "I killed 2 people," they send the cops. And this is where he got surprised.
I was sitting down on my couch playing Rainbow Six Siege. All of a sudden, we're in the middle of a match, and I killed 2 people. I got 2 kills. And after that, I died. I see a call on my phone. It's 911. No more than 2 minutes, my dog started barking at the front door. And so I look out there, and there's 4 police patrol cars out there. I was playing the game, and I got butt dialed the phone. Okay. That was my bad. What? No. It's only me home. Everyone inside, okay? Nobody's inside. It's only me. You play video games? Yeah, he said he was.
He said he walks outside of his door. There are 4 cops, guns drawn, right in his face. Get on the ground. Because all they've heard is, "I killed 2 people."
But do they just leave, or did they go inside and check?
Well, I'm sure they went inside.
Okay, because I was going to say, those guys were like, "Okay, bye."
Yeah.
Check that.
He said he didn't do anything.
He said he was playing video games.
Yeah, they said one of the cops noticed how freaked out the kid was and all, and then tried to calm him down by talking about the game. Like, hey, who's your favorite character to play? And he said some girl character, and the guy goes, yeah, I like her too. And he and the cop were talking about it, calmed him down because he was scared to death.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what they do, Alexis. They're like, is anybody inside? No. Everybody okay? Yeah. All right, well, see you later.
Have a great day.
We're not going to bother checking that out at all.
Sorry to bother you.
All right. There are certain things in life that we have. We all have them. Everybody you know has got one. That's the key, though. Everybody you know has got it. But you. Next.
The Ace and TJ Show.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history is a rather unusual day. It didn't change the world. It didn't change pop culture. It wasn't a significant event in history. But it is one of those things that when you hear about it, you'll go, oh, man, that's wild. I remember that. Next.
What'd I say, about 20 minutes? Now we're going to spoon it up. Get a little more of that juice in it. And there you have it. A beautiful beef vegetable soup. So we're going to take it over, let Mr. Todd try it so he can tell everybody how great it is. Even if he hates it, he's going to say that. Ooh, look at steaming. My goodness.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 21 years ago today, January 13th, 2002, while watching a little football at the White House, just trying to relax. President George W. Bush choked on a pretzel, a deadly pretzel, to the point of nearly passing out. I remember when he shared this story, everybody was like, we almost lost the president over a pretzel. But that's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
Show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom.
Oh, yeah. Here we are, 2023. That means 2022 is history, y'all. It's history now. And here you are, ready to lose weight, ready to get a whole new look. You're going to buy yourself a new wardrobe when your goals are met of losing weight. And here's what you need to do. You need to get Calitrin in your life. What's Calitrin, you say? Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep, and helps with acid reflux and joint pain and things like that. But it is collagen, the highest collagen protein, highest quality collagen protein, and it promotes fat loss and lean muscle. Now, it's not a miracle cure, doesn't claim to be a miracle cure for obesity and all of this stuff. You're not going to lose 30 pounds in a week. It doesn't work that way. Losing weight the right way with the help of Calitrin. And here's the deal. You buy 4 months supply right now. You get 4 months free. And the free acai detox cleanse is going to come with that. So great price with great people. They're there to help you through the whole thing. And go to acetj.com/weight loss to order. acetj.com/weight loss. It's called Calitrin.
So looking ahead to the weekend, it's a big weekend if you're an NFL fan. There are playoff games, 2 Saturday, 3 Sunday, and 1 Monday night for the first time ever. There's a Monday Night Football playoff game. Tom Hanks has everybody on the show is most excited about, especially Riggins.
What's that?
Sunday night, 10 Eastern. The series premiere of
The Last of Us?
No.
Oh.
Sunday night at 10.
That we don't say it. Mom, I'd like Manor. That TV show where the eight older women go looking for love with the younger guys as their sons.
Yeah. Oh, that's this Sunday,
Yeah,
huh?
the trashiest of all trash TV happened Sunday night.
I want to watch that.
Yeah, we haven't said the word, but it's,
Yeah.
But it's a reality show. 8 older women look for love with younger guys, and they are shocked by a surprise twist that they're dating each other's sons are the ones that are brought in to date.
It's the trashiest thing I've ever seen captured on camera for a major cable network. Disgusting. I can't wait to see
Sunday night, 10 Eastern, TLC.
Yeah.
Set the DVR.
Yeah.
Sunday night is also the return of Mayor of Kingstown. So it's good that Jeremy Renner has already recouped from his big snowplow accident to be able to pull that off.
And he's ready to go.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
And tonight is obviously the big Mega Millions drawing. Was it $1.35 billion? All right, so it's Friday the 13th. Here are a couple of notes. The most commonly drawn numbers are 14, 17, and 10. The most overdue number is 5. And the least common numbers are 49, 51, and 50. Do with that information what you will. Good luck. Mega Millions jackpot had estimated $1.35 billion tonight.
Which negates the title Mega Millions, right?
Yeah.
Because now it's into the billion.
Yeah, but if you're just the take home, I guess would still keep you in the millions. If you take the lump sum, it's what, $740 million or something like that.
707, I think.
707 million. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, before taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which the tax part of it is taken at the point of a gun.
That is very true.
Because if you don't, they'll kill you.
Ace TJ 5G.
Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
I don't even know how it came up. How did we start this discussion about New Orleans?
Riggins was talking about this restaurant in Copenhagen that's shutting down, and it's considered the finest restaurant in the world. I said Commander's Palace in New Orleans used to hold that title at one time.
And we looked at it was like 1996 or something like that. And Alexis just refuses to believe that New Orleans is a great food destination or well known for its food.
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
For fancy food.
No, I know that New Orleans is a place that people go for food. I don't think it's the #1 place in the entire world.
It has been at one time. That
That's what I
restaurant
said.
has
And
been.
Ace,
But
you
TJ said that restaurant, the #1, we looked it up.
Yeah, but I said, did they call themselves that? And that's why it's like, they said, oh, we're the #1 restaurant in the world? Or who said that to them?
Whatever the foundation is called.
It's not like she just innocently said, do they call themselves that?
Yeah.
She was, do they call themselves that?
Help me, Riggins. Help me, Riggins. That's the only way, right? Yeah. Right? That's the only way. They just say in Louisiana stuff.
Who calling them that? That's what I said. Because, I mean, I'm sure if you go to France and they're like, hey, have you guys heard of New Orleans being the #1 place in the world for food? They're probably going to be like, that's not true.
I bet you they won't.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet you they won't. I bet you could find the finest chef in France and say, what do you think about New Orleans cuisine? And he or she would probably say it's fantastic,
Okay.
however, whatever that is in France.
Well, Ace, and I don't know why
French.
you're getting upset about it because you call it cooking cheese. So out of all like fancy cuisine, I don't know why you even are getting upset about it.
Why is she gonna come at me over that?
You just gave it her. What are you talking about?
Over
You
something
said I'm
different.
driving you crazy.
It's making me nuts.
You grossly mischaracterized what she said.
I grossly did not mischaracterize. TJ, did I mischaracterize what she said? I did not. I did not.
Not at all. She's acting like we're the dumbest hicks in the world to think that, to be saying that the restaurants in New Orleans are considered some of the best cuisine in the world and have been awarded that at times. She's acting like we're the dumbest, hillbillies and rubber boot wearing, swamp dwelling fools.
I've never eaten a fine restaurant meal in my life. I'm just eating a triple decker everywhere I go.
And the thing is that she's lashing out because she is from the restaurant world and she doesn't even know this, and that's what's really getting to her. The fact that I'm saying, I can't believe you didn't know that.
That's how you said it?
That's just.
That's how you said it? That nicely and calmly?
That hurts me that you didn't know this.
I'm not even getting upset. Y'all are getting upset.
I'm ashamed.
I can't believe you don't know that.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think that was
that was
my delivery.
exactly. I nailed it to a T.
No, you didn't.
I could listen to this.
No, you didn't. Bless.
I'm going to read you. This is an article that says the 5 best food cities in the world. Rome, Florence. Rome, Florence, Paris, Barcelona, New Orleans.
What's the
Have y'all ever eaten in fine restaurants in New Orleans?
Never.
Have you been to New Orleans?
No,
Alexis?
I'm not saying that it's not
why don't
known
you call
for
your
good
friend
food.
Chef Dave? Call Chef Dave or Rocco or one of those famous chefs and ask them their opinion of New Orleans restaurants.
Did I say that there's not good food in New Orleans? I said I know it's known for good food. I just don't think that the magnitude as to what you guys are saying is correct in everybody's opinion.
That's all I'm saying. Ask them.
And I just
those are chefs that you trust, right?
Get on the horn. You mentioned Paris. I looked it up. 5 best food cities in the world. It's labeled as one of them in this article I'm looking at.
Okay. I believe you. I definitely believe Ace. I trust his judgment on food all the time.
There she goes.
Like you can't even read the internet.
Right. I can't read the internet. I have no class whatsoever. I have no idea.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Here's a very important question, not just for today, but for our society. Why y'all ain't having more babies? The number of births in the U.S. has continued to decline. It's a decades-long trend. Nearly half of American women under 45 are childless, according to a new study that just came out. On average, U.S. women had only 1.3 children in 2019. That's the latest year that data was included. For men, it's like 0.9. The study's authors say there are several reasons. Women obtaining higher levels of education, as well as greater and longer career paths. The authors cited changing family values, financial concerns, improved access to contraception, and relationship instability as additional reasons that fewer women are having children, or people in general are having children. The number of women who have their first child at age 35 or older increased in 2019. And that's a trend that age continues to increase through the years. And this is crazy. Between 1972 and 2021, that number is 9 times higher than it was as far as women waiting to be older to have children. Between 1972 and 2021, that number increased 9 times.
I've been telling y'all this is a bad thing.
Yeah, but kids are expensive, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Say it's a bad thing because the rest of the world is having a ton of kids.
Yeah, and any society has to replace, its members in order to survive. And our birth replacement rate is way down. And that's us, it's some of it is by design in our culture to break any traditions that we have and things like that. And, people getting married later in life and waiting until it's the perfect situation, they think, to get married and have kids and all that. And then, they're older.
Yeah.
And then, you got older parents that let so many things slide. The kids that they do have end up being delinquents.
Oh, my God.
That's a good point.
I'm about to have a delinquent.
Oh.
So here's the thing, though. So a lot of women don't have kids. Fewer and fewer. There are fewer and fewer parents. So I shouldn't just say women, even though it's weird the way the rate is higher. But fewer and fewer people have kids. What else do you not have? What's a common thing that you don't have? And I always give this example. Growing up, the two things in my house we didn't have growing up as a kid until I went to college: microwave and a VCR. Everybody had one. All my friends had them, but we just didn't have one. My mom just didn't spend the money to get a microwave, even though she desperately wanted one. She could have, she should have. I never understood it, but we never had a microwave and we never had a VCR. And when I went to college, my college roommate had a microwave and a VCR. When we moved into the apartment together, I was like, this is awesome.
You're like, oh,
You also didn't have a push button phone.
Yeah.
You always had the rotary.
Yep.
The rotary dial.
Well, we did get, when I got a phone that would plug in my room, it was push button.
The one in the living room, I remember,
Yeah.
was hardwired into the wall, and they couldn't switch it out without it costing a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like one of those, like, really ones, like you have to, like, turn it.
Good.
You had one of those?
The house was built in 1972. We had two of them. There was one in the den and one in my parents' bedroom.
I thought those were, like, way older.
Oh, no, they had them all through the 80s.
Yeah.
They were very commonplace in the 80s.
Drake?
I mean, it seems like Sherlock Holmes would use that.
Right.
I'm telling you,
Crazy.
You ever tried to win a contest on a radio on a rotary dial phone? It can't happen.
Yeah, no, I've never seen one.
The radio station was the number of the radio station was 473-0093. And you're like 473. Well, by that time, everybody with a push button phone's already calling. They've already won. It's over.
That's funny.
So that's my example. But what do you not have? I'll give you another example. When I got divorced and moved to an apartment on my own, I would go to the pool and I didn't have beach towels, so I just took a bath towel down. I didn't have any beach towels.
It's like a year ago.
I had like a brown bath towel down by the pool. So, is there anything that y'all have? Anybody that you have, Alexis?
Yeah, I don't have an ironing board or a toaster in my house. And every time I have to toast my bread, I have to put it in the oven. And I don't know why I don't just go buy one. It's not like they're that expensive. But I just don't have one.
Yeah.
They're $10.
I know.
I don't think I have a toaster either.
I know. Just put my toast in the oven.
I never toast bread. I don't even love bread. That's interesting, though. So an ironing board. So you have an iron.
Recently, I just bought an iron. I didn't even have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think fewer and fewer people are having irons these days. That's one of those things that's dying off, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's because the birth rate's low.
Yeah, that's why.
But what is it? What common thing does everybody have that you don't have? Ironing board, smartphone. What could it possibly be? At the Ace TJ Show. We'll get to your answers next.
Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history is a rather unusual day. It didn't change the world. It didn't change pop culture. It wasn't a significant event in history. But it is one of those things that when you hear about it, you'll go, oh, man, that's wild. I remember that. Next.
What'd I say, about 20 minutes? Mm-hmm. Now we're gonna spoon it up. Get a little more of that juice in it. And there you have it. A beautiful beef vegetable soup. So we're gonna take it over, let Mr. Todd try it so he can tell everybody how great it is. Even if he hates it, he's gonna say that. Ooh, look at steaming, my goodness.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 21 years ago today, January 13th, 2002, while watching a little football at the White House, just trying to relax. President George W. Bush choked on a pretzel, a deadly pretzel, to the point of nearly passing out. I remember when he shared this story, everybody was like, we almost lost the president over a pretzel. But that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ.
20 minutes on the Ace and TJ Show is now trending with Riggins, all the hottest trending topics. Sponsored by the Johnson Group. All they do is commercial cleaning. Over 15 million square feet of office and medical building space every single month. Optimus Hall, the offices at Bank of America Stadium, just to name a few. Whatever your needs are, they can take care of them for you. And the best part is you're always dealing with Katie and Emily's sisters. They run the business. It's their company. So there's no miscommunication as to your needs and how they'll handle it. Just go to acetj.com/clean. It's acetj.com/clean for the Johnson Group.
They're calling this toddler Britain's most pampered toddler. His mom, Casey Akram, loves to spoil their 1-year-old Jareem. So she bathes him in milk and honey, actual milk and honey. He's got a $1,000 solid gold pacifier, an $800 Versace chain, a $1,200 diamond encrusted bracelet, and then that solid gold pacifier. So you got some work to do. You're expecting a child.
Yeah. A solid gold pacifier.
Yeah.
How you suck on a solid gold pacifier?
I have no idea.
Wouldn't it be hard?
I would imagine it's hard.
A hard surface. Pacifiers are supposed to be rubbery and soft.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the handle or something?
Probably just that handle part and the little circle part or whatever. The actual pacifier itself is...
I'm surprised they even make something like that because there can't be a big market for solid gold pacifiers for $1,000. And it's probably really heavy.
Yeah, that baby's head is like falling to the side.
What, was there a chain? You said there's a chain in there?
$800 Versace chain.
What's the baby going to do?
On a toddler?
Yeah.
That baby's got
That's
more
dangerous.
expensive jewelry than I do.
I'm sure it's very classy looking.
Yeah.
And a $1,200 diamond encrusted bracelet. And diamonds, those are stones. Those are heavy.
It all sounds so classy.
And a choking hazard.
And maybe a choking hazard.
Yeah.
Why your baby got that much jewelry on? That'd be weird to see. Like,
because you have some type of issue that you're trying to work out through your child. You're trying to show off or something through your kid.
She even had his palm read 4 times last year to find out what his favorite color is. Palm read.
Well, that makes sense.
That one, does that make more sense than?
No, it makes sense that she sounds like the type of person that would believe in palm reading and stuff.
Yeah. Wacko. Let's call it what it is.
But again, that's in Britain, so it doesn't affect us at all. That's
yeah.
Yeah, she may be a little narcissistic.
It certainly sounds that way, doesn't it?
I think she could be that way.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
They're just common things that you don't have. I don't have a blank. Now, some of these, though, I think are becoming less and less common. For example, Sandy said, I don't have cable, only wireless for streaming. Well, that's the move. Everybody's going to go, cable's dying off because people are going to just wireless streaming services all the time. So there's several people that said, I don't have cable or satellite. Yeah, because everybody's going to just spending this, you could spend about less than half the money and get everything you want that you watch.
Yeah.
I miss the convenience of the live TV though on my Direct TV. I don't have the Direct TV anymore. I have an internet company TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you mean you miss the convenience of the live TV?
I just miss Direct TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just misses it.
Even though it's a company that I don't support anymore, I miss it.
Yeah.
Because of their political views and things.
Yeah.
Ashley says, I don't have a laptop. Now, does that mean do you have
like an iPad with a keyboard? I mean, you could find a replacement for a laptop.
Or a desktop,
or is it
maybe?
only a desktop? I
Right.
can't imagine now. I have so many years of I don't have a desktop. So many years of I can't imagine having to sit at a desk all the time to use my computer. You know what I mean?
I went for years.
Yeah,
I went for years without having a laptop or a desktop.
You had a tablet.
And I just got a new laptop a month ago.
Yeah.
Maybe.
See, I don't know what I would do without my desktop. I love
Do
it.
you use it for other things other than playing games on it though?
Yeah.
Like you work on it and stuff?
Yeah, gaming and well, it doesn't matter really what else, but yes, I use it.
Gross.
I think it would be great. I would love to have a desktop.
Yeah.
I just don't see any reason for me to spend the money when a laptop gives me. I can do everything I do on a desktop on my laptop, and I can take it with me everywhere I go.
A lot of creatives have a desktop.
And when you go into an office, I feel like an office is like an official office if it has a desktop computer in it.
Yeah, I really would. I would love to have a desktop. I always liked sitting at having the screen up on the desk and all that kind of stuff. It always seemed to be more convenient. Let's see. Okay, here's another one that I think is going away. Landline phone. Nobody's got a landline phone anymore.
It's weird.
I mean, when my mom even got rid of her landline. No, I'm taking it back. My mom never got rid of her landline. There's still a landline phone in that house.
Yeah. And there's so many people, it's a shocking number of people who still think it's called a landline.
It's called LAN line? Landline?
Yeah.
Really?
They call it a landline.
Yeah.
Landline.
But
like it's buried in the ground. In the land.
That's what I thought it was.
Here are a few more, though, that get kind of wild. A dishwasher. Megan has no dishwasher in her house.
That's crazy.
And the number of people that say a dishwasher is what surprises me. So a lot of people say dishwasher. Rob, I have no computer.
Rob's got,
Yeah, no, there's a guy that on a Facebook page, a guy named Rob says, I have no computer. Michael's pretty funny. He said, I have no OnlyFans account, which seems to be that everybody has an OnlyFans these days or something like that. Rob has no streaming. There's another Rob that has no streaming services whatsoever.
Oh my God, what does he do?
These Robs are lame.
Rob's evil twins.
So he has no Netflix, no Amazon Prime, no Hulu, no HBO Max, no nothing.
Riggins and I don't have umbrellas.
Yeah, I don't have an umbrella.
And that makes no sense to me. My wife refuses to use an umbrella.
Yeah, I'm not buying an umbrella. If someone gives me one, then cool, but I'm not buying it.
And she will
that'll
walk.
show them.
Yeah. Dude, I don't get it. Amanda will walk under the umbrella if I'm like holding it for her. But if we pull up somewhere and I say, well, I've got an umbrella, just wait. I'll get out and run. She'll just get out and rather run through the rain than wait for me to get the umbrella, come around and make sure she doesn't get wet.
I don't got time
I
for
do
that.
not understand why an umbrella has become so lame to use. You'd rather be wet than use an umbrella.
Yep.
Because then I got to carry around like this wet
I know,
stick
and then it's all like has a bunch of drops on it. You go in somewhere, it's like, ugh, where do I put this? It's wet.
Yeah.
It's too much hassle.
Where do you put your clothes when they're wet from running in the rain? You still got to deal with that, right?
It's different, I feel like.
Oh, well, as long as you feel like it.
Yeah.
And that's the millennial way. feel like it.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
That's the end of another week. We'll do the week in review coming up next.
Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history is a rather unusual day. It didn't change the world. It didn't change pop culture. It wasn't a significant event in history. But it is one of those things that when you hear about it, you'll go, oh, man, that's wild. I remember that. Next.
What'd I say, about 20 minutes? Now we're going to spoon it up. Get a little more of that juice in it. And there you have it. A beautiful beef vegetable soup. So we're going to take it over, let Mr. Todd try it so he can tell everybody how great it is. Even if he hates it, he's going to say that. Ooh, look at steaming. My goodness.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232. 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt Centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 21 years ago today, January 13th, 2002, while watching a little football at the White House, just trying to relax. President George W. Bush choked on a pretzel, a deadly pretzel, to the point of nearly passing out. I remember when you shared this story, everybody was like, we almost lost the president over a pretzel. But that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ.
You can make the most of the winter in Gaston County. Listen, the days are shorter. It's a little bit colder. It could be tempting to not want to get out and do anything, but there are so many cool options in Gaston County of things to do. Let me give you a couple of examples. The Chutes at Crowder Springs, it replicates a snow tubing experience. But there's no freezing to death and no waiting in a long line because they limit it to a certain number of people per hour. So as soon as you get to the top, you're going again. And it's fun and it's fast and it's exciting. There's also ice skating at the Whitewater Center. But if you want to do something indoors, you can do all kinds of stuff. Like the Shield Planetarium is really cool. Really cool. The Shield Museum and Planetarium. Or if you're old enough, you can play the slot to the Catawba Two Kings Casino. Just a few examples of all the great stuff you can do in Gaston County right now. Indoors, outdoors, doesn't matter. acetj.com/Gaston to find out more about Gaston County and all the cool things to do. acetj.com/Gaston, Gaston County. Proud sponsor of Ace at Large, the Ace at Large podcast and stuff on our show.
I was reading this story about the fire department in a small town in Tennessee, where they had an article in their local news where the fire chief had to let everybody know, yep, we had some problems with our fire siren, but now it's fixed. It wasn't working, and now we got it fixed. But then there are some dead spots on the internet. It's just small town type things.
Yeah.
So I guess the fire alert, the siren that, lets everybody know that there's danger and all of that wasn't working, which is bad. But that's supposed to be the thing that lets everybody know that there is danger. And it reminded me of my small town, Winfield, Louisiana. Our fire department got a new fire truck. But it wasn't new. It was a used fire truck from the next town over that was a bigger city called Natchitoches. And they got a brand new one and we bought theirs. And so they did, we had a weekly paper, came out on Wednesday, and they had a big article about the new fire truck we were getting and the whole thing. And they go get it. And the next week there was a big article about how the people at our fire department were out there looking at the new truck, figuring out how to work it and all, and they raised the ladder all the way up, but then couldn't figure out how to get it down. So people would drive by in the little town and see the fire department over there and the truck in the back, and they could see the ladder sticking up over the top of the building. And they finally had to go get somebody from the Natchitoches Fire Department to drive down and show them, and he just walked up and hit a button. And it goes right down. Yep.
Ace TJ 5G.
Friday the 13th. Does that bother you, Alexis, at all? Or you're not into that whole thing?
No, I'm not superstitious.
Okay. Just saw things that 1 in 5 people are superstitious, and Friday the 13th worries them.
Just a little stitious.
The weekend review is sponsored by Calitrin. You need help losing weight? Go to acetj.com/weight loss and order Calitrin today.
It is a very special time, that time of the week, when the week in pop culture and the week that was the Ace and TJ show are all reviewed for us in song. Thanks to Riggins and the week in review.
And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. The world's best restaurant, Noma, is closing its doors. It could reopen, but it probably won't. Rob, I don't know if they have cheeseburger quesadillas, but I imagine they probably don't. Ace and TJ claimed New Orleans is the greatest food city in the world. And Alexis just had to scoff. But when she said, all you guys eat roadkill, I feel like that really set him off.
Yeah, a little bit.
They didn't like that.
They didn't like it.
Prince Harry's book was released on Tuesday. He was paid $20 million, which we knew. If I got $20 million to write a book, I'd call my family some racist too. And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review.
It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
The FAA grounded all domestic flights this week. Their system must have slipped on a banana, but there was one person who could fix it. That little nerd from Indiana. Avatar 2 is on track to become the biggest movie of all time. James Cameron must be beaming, beating out all the other Marvel movies. Can anyone see if Rob is steaming? Stewing. Disney has demanded people come back to the office. A return to work is what they seek. If they're going to indoctrinate our children, it has to be in person 5 days a week. And this is my song.
It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
This weekend is National Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day, and I'm a pastrami lover. One time I gave a girl a hot pastrami sandwich, and she loved it and wanted another. They're delicious. They're good. Miley Cyrus has a new song out today. It's called Flowers, which is kind of fun. But based on the music video I just watched, she does not smell like one. Tickets for Coachella are on sale today. I hope they get weather that's nice and sunny, featuring Bjork and Uncle Waffles. Shut up and take my money. And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review.
It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
They're trying to ban gas stoves in New York, taking New York to an all-time low. They've got rats the size of Pomeranians, but those stoves just have to go. Today is National Sticker Day. You can get a butterfly, panda, or crown. Alexis puts them on her laptop, but every one is upside down.
It is.
You really need to be on YouTube to get that joke, but every one of them is upside down.
I didn't think about it.
Obviously. She goes, so I could see them. Where?
Yeah, you can't see them at all.
One time we were looking at a closed laptop. Did it all backwards. Ace is having a gender reveal party next Thursday. Ace has always hated them, but he's weak. So they made a little compromise, and they're having one next week.
This is my song. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
Well done. Well done.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
There's a woman who they've done a story about because of something that she said about her boyfriend of 2 years, something that they've never done that has just left people shocked. So we're going to find out something that you and your significant other have never done that all other couples do. And maybe you'll leave us shocked. We'll find out next.
Now you can hear and see the show anytime. Just click acetj.com or acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. AceTJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Temperature regulation.
pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
Show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go, boom. All right. Have a fact that y'all may know this. This may change your life. May blow your mind and change the way you handle a very personal issue. And I'm not one to normally talk about these things, but I just find this fascinating today. I saw this morning. If you know, you already know. But do you know that if you do not release your body's gases, you know what I'm saying?
Ew. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your unreleased gas is part of it is absorbed back into your circulatory system and becomes bad breath.
Ew. I don't like that.
Yeah, but tell me you won't think about that later today.
Well, you got gas breath.
That's why Shrek says like.
Gas reabsorbed into the circulatory system and becomes bad breath.
Yeah, that's why some people smell like they had a doo-doo hoagie.
You got butt mouth.
You got butt mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's where the expression fart breath comes from.
Is it?
Yeah.
You looked it up that quickly?
I just know it. It has to be.
I didn't realize that was an expression. Fart breath is an expression?
Yeah. Ooh, you fart breath.
Yeah.
What does Shrek say about that?
So nobody knew that. That's
disgusting.
I saw that and thought it was one of those things that probably everybody already knew but me. But yeah, I didn't know that. That's how you can be absorbed and become bad breath.
It's gross.
I think somebody just made that up to give them an excuse to not have manners and release gas all the time. Say, well, I don't want to get bad breath.
Yeah, I don't know. It's on a website called Healthline. So it looks like it might be. They might be onto something here.
Yeah. But you can't trust them.
Right.
Medical people. I mean, look at old Fauci and them.
Yep. They just be lying.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We mentioned this a minute ago. It's Friday the 13th. 1 in 5 people are worried right now. That's how many Americans truly believe that it's Friday the 13th is bad luck. That's 20% in a recent survey they did. It's the first of 2 Friday the 13th we'll have this year. The next one is in October. There's always at least one a year.
Ooh, in October, Friday the 13th? That's fun.
Yeah. For whatever it's worth, there's always at least one a year, never more than 3 in a year.
I just feel like there's going to be some bad luck around me today. I think I'm going to witness a plane crash about 1:40 when I go to the movie Plane.
Sissy Plane.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history is a rather unusual day. It didn't change the world. It didn't change pop culture. It wasn't a significant event in history. But it is one of those things that when you hear about it, you'll go, oh man, that's wild. I remember that. Next.
What'd I say, about 20 minutes? Now we're gonna spoon it up. Get a little more of that juice in it. And there you have it. A beautiful beef vegetable soup. So we're gonna take it over, let Mr. Todd try it so he can tell everybody how great it is. Even if he hates it, he's gonna say that. Ooh, look at steaming, my goodness.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 21 years ago today, January 13th, 2002, while watching a little football at the White House, just trying to relax. President George W. Bush choked on a pretzel, a deadly pretzel, to the point of nearly passing out. I remember when he shared this story, everybody was like, we almost lost the president over a pretzel. But that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to...
Well, hi. There is a woman on the TikTok. Her age is 23. Some people, when they are trying to sound precise and intelligent, will say she is 23 years of age. She went viral because she posted a series of TikToks. And one of them, she claimed that she's been with her boyfriend for 2 years and they've never even kissed.
Wow.
In 2 years. They're waiting for marriage. She says, he's my first boyfriend. We've been dating for almost 2 years and we've never kissed. And before y'all call me weird and all that nonsense, because I get that all the time, we're Christian. We're saving ourselves for marriage and we have boundaries. For me, I never want to kiss anybody unless he's my husband because I feel like that's a special thing. Yeah. But there are a lot of people who are Christians that, you know, think that kissing is okay. You know.
Yeah.
Now the premarital relations. I mean, Christians will tell you that that's not okay. But it's one of those where Christians do it, but at least they do it and then they know that it's not right. But I don't know what it says about kissing. I know those Duggars, when they would go through their courtships and stuff, like their old-fashioned formal courtships, they wouldn't kiss each other, and they had to have a chaperone on their dates when they first started dating and stuff like that. But that's extreme, pretty extreme, to not ever have kissed someone you've been dating for 2 years.
Does she say if they hold hands or anything like that?
Yeah, I think there's a picture of them in the article shaking hands.
They touch fingers.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that every time you go on a date? And I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm just saying imagine it. If you go on a date and every time your date opened the door, oh, so good. You've been dating for 2 years and you greet each other with a handshake.
There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I think this is admirable in a lot of ways. The only hiccup I have is you've been dating 2 years now. Why not go ahead and
why
pull the
aren't you
trigger?
married?
Right.
Go ahead and get married. Because we could probably use some people that are that moral.
Yes.
And God bless them.
They're better people than I am, was, will be.
Ever will be.
Yeah.
In any.
Like I try to be that person.
realm.
I'm failing miserably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now I feel guilty.
They need to go ahead and get married and have kids right away.
Yeah.
This is what I've been talking about. Get people married, having kids. If if they're good people. I mean, I don't want sorry ass people having kids. sorry ass people. I should have edited that. But just the idea of being with somebody for 2 years or that long and not kissing, most people be like, wow,
Yeah.
that's unheard of. So who's been with somebody for a while and you've never blank? Like my wife and I have been married 400 years, and we've never held hands. If that's one of the things. Or my wife and I have never been on a road trip together. Or, my boyfriend and I have been together for 5 years, and we've never watched a TV show together. Things that normal people do that you and your significant other just haven't.
It can even be weird. I was just thinking it could be stuff like if you've been on vacation, but you never drive to the vacation destination together. Like you each take your own car separately.
Or you fly separately.
Yeah.
Wow. Some people do that because, if they have kids, some people will take different flights in case the plane goes down and doesn't kill both parents.
Oh, that's a morbid thought.
Like the president and vice president are never on the same plane.
Yeah, I know that. I didn't think about parents doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, makes sense though.
Unless, it used to be when Jody and I were younger, she was afraid to fly so much. She'd be like, hey, you got to fly with me. I'm like, what do you think I'm going to do?
You're going to save the plane? Duh.
If the plane's going down, I'm no good to anybody.
Mm-hmm. You don't even think that I can parallel park. So you think I'm going to be able to do anything about a plane crash? No. So what do you got? I've been with my significant other for this many years, and we've never blank.
Oh, I think this could be interesting.
Never stayed in a hotel. Never slept in the same bed.
Yeah, that'd be weird too.
Yeah, because one of you all restless and everything.
Yeah.
So what do you got? My significant other and I have been together for blank, and we've never blanked together. Send us a DM or a comment on the front page of our social medias at the Ace TJ Show. Let's go.
Hear the Ace and TJ Show anytime at acetj.com. And now you can see the Ace and TJ Show. acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history is a rather unusual day. It didn't change the world. It didn't change pop culture. It wasn't a significant event in history. But it is one of those things that when you hear about it, you'll go, oh, man, that's wild. I remember that. Next.
What'd I say, about 20 minutes? Now we're going to spoon it up. Get a little more of that juice in it. And there you have it. A beautiful beef vegetable soup. So we're going to take it over, let Mr. Todd try it so he can tell everybody how great it is. Even if he hates it, he's going to say that. Ooh, look at steaming. My goodness.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232. 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt Centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 21 years ago today, January 13th, 2002. While watching a little football at the White House, just trying to relax, President George W. Bush choked on a pretzel, a deadly pretzel, to the point of nearly passing out. I remember when he shared this story, everybody was like, we almost lost the president over a pretzel. But that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show.
It's Ace TJ 5G.
Think about how big 15 million square feet is. And think about cleaning that. Like if a house is, what's your average house? 1,500 square feet, I'm guessing?
15,000.
Yeah. Even at 15,000. Now, think about how big that would be to clean as a house. And then 15 million square feet. That's what the Johnson Group cleans every single month. It's commercial cleaning at its finest. Office space, medical building space, it doesn't make any difference. Since 2004, Katie and Emily, they're sisters, they started the company, they've grown up in the business, they know what they are doing. That's why they're cleaning places like Optimist Hall. With that many people going through Optimist Hall, it's super important they keep everything clean. They take care of that. The offices over at Bank of America Stadium, all of the YMCAs in the Charlotte, High Point, Gastonia area, and much more. And they can do it for you as well. And again, I think the best part of this is you are dealing with Katie and Emily. So there's no miscommunication as to how your needs are going to be met, what you need to have done, and what they're going to do for you. That is what has made them so successful at Johnson Group. acetj.com/clean. If you have any commercial cleaning needs at all, office space, medical building space, they can do it. acetj.com/clean for the Johnson Group.
Are you ever know of anybody that you say, hey, you know what? I think you've got to realize you're in the wrong business. This is not what you need to be doing with your life. This is not for you. This is not your calling. Well, there is an alderman in Chicago. His name's Derek Curtis. And I think he needs to come to the realization that dealing with firearms is not his strong suit.
Okay.
He was teaching a concealed carry class at a church in his district, and his son and daughter were there taking the class, and they were in the audience. And he handed his son a pistol, and then the son went to hand it to the daughter, and then shot her in the leg. Accidentally shot her in the leg. Okay, she's at hospital. She's in good condition. She's going to be fine. But not long ago, the alderman, Derek Curtis, shot himself in the wrist accidentally because he was trying to help his friend figure out what was wrong with his gun. He was in the garage, and somehow the gun went off and shot him in the wrist, and he had to have surgery.
So the guy,
like a repair of his hand. So he's teaching the concealed carry class, and his daughter gets shot in the leg accidentally during the class, after he's already accidentally shot himself in the wrist. So yeah, he needs to pass those duties along to somebody else. Now I know living in Chicago has to be one of the most frightening things in America right now, because it is the murk capital of the world. Yeah. It is the murder capital. I mean, of the country. It is not safe to live in Chicago. It is just a complete and total war zone, pretty much. But he needs to step aside and let somebody else teach the concealed carry class, and then he needs to be one of the students.
Agreed.
It sounds like.
Agreed.
Maybe.
Not the teacher. He needs to be the student.
Golly.
Yeah. Hopefully, these concealed carry classes will catch on, and there'll be a lot of people in Chicago, law-abiding citizens, getting their concealed carry, permits to be able to defend themselves in this war zone. But not him.
Yeah, don't get it from him.
Yeah. He just got the bad
That's
juju.
crazy. Try again, sir.
Not his safe.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
Talking about the benefits of hypnotism, then the truth of hypnotism. I don't want to get hypnotized.
Okay. I was gonna say, do you think you could be hypnotized?
Probably. I got like no backbone.
Yeah,
I
don't
would
think I
easily
could
be
Like,
hypnotized.
I'm not doing this.
I just don't want to be hypnotized because I feel like they're going to make me do something crazy.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
Do you think you can be hypnotized, Alexis?
Yeah.
Rob? You think you can be hypnotized, Rob?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well,
I don't think
Definitely not.
I didn't have my phones in. I'm sorry.
As a matter of fact, I think people who say they're hypnotized are just dirty liars. Negative, Ghost Rider. Definitely not. Breaker 19 looking for the hypnosis. You got your ears on? How about a smoky report? Okay, Ace and TJs. Traffic's looking pretty bad out there. You got to back up on the I-40 freeway. Try to take that southbound exit.
Weird.
Just be careful. School is in. Keep your bumpers off their booties.
Rob coming in hot this morning.
Wow.
You want to know a little behind the scenes fact too?
Yeah.
Rob's microphone runs at half volume of the rest of ours, and he was still
right. But that's not where it has to stop, though, on the downside, is it? Does it get blocked at half, or could it go down to like an eighth?
Give him like 2%.
I'll take it down to 40%. Let's see how it goes.
Make it like milk, 2%.
Yeah, as loud as that was, he was still at 50% of everybody else's microphone.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
Here's the scenario. If you missed it, we got a DM from a lady that says, my boyfriend and I are in our mid and late 20s. I almost called her a girl, but I didn't want to call her a girl. I was hung up on how to get to that. Well, I want to say she's a girl, but I don't really know how old she is. She's in her mid 20s. They were good. They weren't great because I learned I need to go ahead and sometimes go with my instincts more as far as I think this is going to be too sweet for my taste. And it was. I followed the recipe exactly. It needed more red.
More red?
It needed Tabasco.
Oh.
It needed tomato. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's too sweet.
It needed more red.
It needs more red.
And I needed more red.
I'm new to the chef game. I'm just trying to tell you how I figured it out in my head.
Making Kool-Aid?
TJ knew what I meant. You knew what I meant. Like, it needed more
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
He's like, I would be into that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sounds like Gordon Ramsay's in there.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It seemed like it was a little bit too. The sauce was just onion, lime, cilantro. There was something else I forgot. Anyway, and it just came like a little bit too sweet. I needed it to it needed some bite, needed some fire, some red, like Tabasco's red, and tomatoes are red.
Some red. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I needed some red. Wow. So your resolution is to...
don't make a resolution. I just want to try to cook more things.
Okay.
Because I'm building up to. Here's what
The resolution is to be more like I am.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be more like me.
Because I don't know how to do, and that may be a lot of it, since my mom died, I don't know how to cook some of my favorite dishes that my mom would make, and I don't have a way to pass that down to anybody. So, okay, we have a baby coming, I might need to, I should feel like I should brush up on those things, because my son has zero interest in cooking or learning. And
this is Daddy's taquito recipe. I miss him so much.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
The Ace and TJ app brought to you by Papa John's Pizza. Heading into the weekend, I can't think of anything better than ordering some Papa John's Pizza. Order online, papajohns.com. Maybe try that new epic stuffed crust pizza that's back on the menu. papajohns.com or on the Ace and TJ app.
I thought of one of these of you've been with your significant other for so long and you've never you never blank. My wife and I have been together 29 years, and we have never intentionally passed gas in front of each other. Neither one of us.
Good for you.
Yeah. Now, there are, I guess, incidents in a person's sleep or whatever that it has bound to have happened, but never doing it and then laughing or making jokes about it or any of that. And I don't know why I'm so particular about that. I mean, it's a manners thing, and I hate when people don't have manners. But my dad, maybe it was the fact that my dad was the opposite. I mean, it wasn't even a lot of times wouldn't even be addressed. He would just be watching TV, and he wouldn't do it in front of other people, but in front of our family. Ridiculously, a ridiculous display. And then it was just like my mom wouldn't even move or flinch or say stop or anything. It was just like, oh well, that didn't happen.
Yeah, I live with your dad.
Yeah, your wife does that, Ace.
Constant.
She does?
Yeah, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the
he's
time.
told us that before.
Yeah. All the time.
This lady said, I've been with my boyfriend for 3 years, and he's never said, I love you.
Ooh.
I say it to him, but he says it makes him uncomfortable. He is very shy, and I'm the first girlfriend he's ever had, so I chalk it up to that. When I ask him if he loves me, he says yes, but he's just never actually said I love you to me.
Okay, so he will, if prompted, admit that he loves her.
Yeah, and I just picture it being, yeah. What?
Yeah.
Whoa. He's shy after how many? 2 years? 3 years?
3 years, yeah.
All right, you're not that shy. That you've seen the most intimate parts of each other. How shy can you be? I'm shy. That's what I want to say. I love it.
Or maybe
Sounds like
it's
the
just
biggest-
that he worries about it, that, it makes him feel goofy or whatever. Maybe it makes him feel like she's trying to fit him into a sappy movie or something.
But after
some kind of soap opera.
After 3 years, he's never said to her, oh, I love you.
Yeah.
Alexis, would that be a reason to end a relationship?
Well, yeah, because I would feel like he doesn't love me back for real. He's just saying it just to tell me, yeah, I do.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that he grew up in a household where that didn't get thrown around a lot.
True.
But I'm of the belief that love you doesn't count the same as I love you.
No.
If you just say love you, I mean, because that's just like saying, you know, if somebody has on, you know, some cool looking moon boots, and you go, love that. So instead of saying I love you, you just say love you.
Love you.
Would you two be considered the same thing? Like if they say I love you, and you said, oh, you too. Is that still along the same lines? Because you're not saying I love you. To me, it would be.
It's, I don't know. It reminds me of people saying ditto. You know, old Yankee people saying ditto. You know, that's something Southern people never said when that was a thing.
Yeah, ditto. Yeah.
Instead of saying I agree, it'd say ditto. Southern people never said that.
Ditto.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. If it's somebody that you're married to or whatever, and you've been with them for a long time, and you say, all right, love you, good night, or whatever, then that's not the same, you know. But if you're actually in the relationship and it's not a definite thing that you know that you're in love and the other person loves you and all, if you're, you know, in that stage and you're just saying love you, then that doesn't count as I love you, I don't think.
He hasn't even said that.
Mm-mm.
3 years.
Right. Now, I wonder if it were the other way around and she were the one that wouldn't say it, what people's opinions would be. Would they be different about her than they are with him? Or would there be more people willing to see her side of it? Well, maybe she and
I think more people willing to see her side of it.
She's probably been hurt,
Yeah.
and she's probably been...
She's being cautious,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
You're right. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. But you would have a problem with it, Alexis? You would... How long do you think is... how long is the shortest amount of time that you should be with somebody before you say I love you? Is there a shortest amount of time?
It's a hard question to answer for me personally, but I would say maybe like 6 months would be the shortest amount of time.
Yeah. So if you say you love somebody, if somebody says I love you, and it hasn't been at least 6 months of dating, you don't think that's really feasible?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
So you and the guy you're hanging out with now, y'all haven't said I love you to each other?
No.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You say you love his cooking.
Yeah, and I love him as a person.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This is not going well.
Well, there you go.
Do you love me? I love you as a person.
Yeah. In the way that God says we should love thy neighbor.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love a lot of things. I love fettuccine Alfredo.
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I've never been in love, so I don't even know, like, when do you say that?
So you've never said I love you to a guy?
I have, but...
Yeah, no, but it turns out, yeah. Like the guy that you were with the longest, the one that you talk about all the time, that you bought the car or gave him the car and all of that stuff, and he ate your leftovers, you broke up with him. Yeah, I would say I love you.
Yeah.
But it wasn't real.
No, I don't think it was. Now, looking back, I don't think it was.
Yeah. I don't know. He seems like such a lovable guy.
Yeah, right?
You know,
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
anytime a guy lies to you about where he got your gifts, where they came from, that's a guy you want to love. All right. There's a real life She-Hulk. They've done a feature story on the She-Hulk. We'll tell you about her coming up next.
Get more Ace and TJ than ever before
Wait a minute.
at acetj.com or acetj.tv. You can hear and see the Ace and TJ Show anytime you want. More Ace and TJ is coming up. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Well, it's official. Alexis has hurt my feelings today already.
What did I do now?
A minute ago, off the air, we were talking about after. What were we talking about? Something with the mommy
term
thing.
mommy and daddy.
And I made a joke about being a part of a daddy group, and Alexis leaves the room, and she goes, "You're the most perverted person in here."
Well, I mean, it's the truth. It shouldn't hurt your feelings.
I say,
yeah, facts ain't got feelings.
I say, I make fewer jokes like that, or say fewer than anybody else. Well, except for maybe Rob.
But Rob was with you on the perversion earlier in that conversation.
But I'm saying I'm the one that says the fewest things in the room that could be considered sexual or perverted or whatever, and then why you got to dump on me?
Well, because when you say it, you turn it like extra creepy.
Well, hold on a minute. In his defense, Rob may not say as much, but sometimes on Share Funny, Rob will say some stuff that decapitates all of us.
Yeah,
We're just like,
it makes
whoa.
me cringe.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's why I say Rob is a secret perv.
He is a secret
I bet
perv.
when he gets home, he takes off his pants, not just to be comfortable. He takes them off because he's got plans.
Ew. That's why his back's all messed up.
Yeah. And by the way,
who knows what goes on in
Right.
there? Yeah, you could download the Share Funny podcast every day and hear some of that stuff. It's a lot. So you're saying it's not just for comfort when Rob gets home. It's because every day there's some type of plan of something happening in that house.
That's disgusting.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a scheme of some sort.
Rob is the biggest perv, but you're a close second.
It depends on whether you go for quantity or quality on the pervs.
And you have said some things in here that I'm like, oh my God.
Me?
Nah, me?
Yeah, I think
little old me.
More than once, you said something that made every guy in here kind of recoil, like, "Oh wow, that's a lot." Just tone that down a little bit.
Yes, sometimes it's abrasive.
It's not abrasive. You guys are
But
sensitive.
I think what she's saying, Ace, is that when everybody else does it, it seems like they're joking. But when you do it, it seems like it's the real deal.
Exactly.
You know what? That
And your
makes a lot of
voice
sense.
changes, and you put on this like creepy voice on. And you're like,
I cannot help though.
I'm the daddy. Like, yo, dude, chill out, bro.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Ace, why are your fingernails so shiny?
I got a mani-pedi on Friday with my wife.
Holy cow.
Oh my God. You got your nails
I need to put
did.
my sunglasses on.
Yeah.
You got little, was that like gel on top of the clear?
I got a little clear.
Oh, you got clear polish on?
I just put clear.
Ooh. Looking good.
Oh, that's why you was drinking that champagne yesterday. You was
right.
feeling yourself.
I was feeling myself. Yeah, so
So-
we went and got a mani-pedi Friday afternoon, a little, little afternoon date.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can you see him?
Afternoon, same-sex date.
Look at that good.
They're very shiny.
I'm trying to show them to the camera. We're on YouTube live every morning now. Just go to YouTube and search for ACJ TV.
Do you usually
there you go.
you usually get nail polish?
No.
No.
I just did it. I was just sitting there. I was like, I was done killing time. She was still. I was like, it's fine.
How long will that
Why are you
last?
staring?
That's wild.
What? They got a little clear coat on them.
You got nail polish on.
Keep them strong.
Yeah, he calls it clear coat like it's not nail polish.
It's nail polish.
You got nail polish on.
That's fine.
You got your
I
nails.
don't mind. It's nail polish.
You
can
got
call
your
it that.
nails painted.
Yeah.
Oh, me and Ace both got our nails did this week. Okay. Ooh, we out here.
I know. I was feeling myself afterwards too. I was
Right?
like,
Yeah.
you know, I got these nails. They popping.
He's like walking out with his iced coffee.
Yeah. I got in the car, put on lip gloss. Boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Putting on a cropped crew neck sweatshirt.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I was good to go.
Wow.
Yeah. Feel
Hang
good
on
about
a
it.
minute. Wait, stop typing a second, Regan. Something's going on. Oh, that was just the sound of Ace's dad rolling over in his grave. I'm sorry.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
Clancy and Thay's Construction Company. If you need commercial construction, Clancy and Thay's has been around forever. Built on stewardship and doing exactly what they say they're going to do. There is no one better. acetj.com/CT for Clancy and Thay's. acetj.com/CT. The beautiful thing about Clancy and Thay's is all they do is commercial construction, and they're a proud partner of Peyton's Promise, which is very important for us as we get ready for breaking and entering Christmas season, which we'll be announcing just in a couple of weeks. So Clancy and Thay's Construction Company.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
So we had a lot of fun picking at Tech D Rob over the show She-Hulk Attorney at Law. The fact that he watched that craziness every week, he would schedule it to be part of his life. And it was about the regular Hulk's female cousin, right?
Correct.
And of course, she was put upon and marginalized and all of that stuff as her character. But there is a woman who is Dutch that they are calling the real life She-Hulk. Her name's Jackie Koorn. Ooh, I don't like corn. She used to be into kickboxing and staying fit and all that way. But then the COVID hit. And when the COVID hit, she couldn't go to do her kickboxing classes and all that. So she decided that she wanted to become a bodybuilder. But she wanted to be a bodybuilder and maintain what people call, curves. She called it, I wanted curvy girl muscle. So in 2020, she weighed 154 pounds. And today, she weighs 350 pounds.
What?
And she has gained a lot of muscle. But it's not what a bodybuilder would look like with chiseled muscles and all. It looks as if she has built a lot of hard muscle underneath layers of fat. So it's one of the most unusual things that I've seen.
Yep.
Because you can tell it looks, all of her body looks firm and tight, but there's no definition to any part of her body. Her arms are huge, but there are no cuts in her arms or outlines of muscles and all. So it almost looks like she's not real, like almost like an animated type character.
Oh, even better.
Oh God.
So she's big and muscular, but just no definition.
You know how sometimes Ace, guys who are just really strong, and sometimes you would see them as bouncers or things like that, where they're big, but you can't see any of their muscles.
Yeah, they've just been big their whole life. They're just big guys.
And it looks like in their stomach that they're fat, but it is rock hard.
Yeah.
There's no squishiness in it. That's what she looks like. Where you would think that she doesn't lift weights, she's just out, lifting tires and stuff at work, like tractor tires and skidder tires.
Well,
but the amount of weight she can lift is crazy.
Is that healthy to go from 150 to over 350 in 2 years?
Well, that's the thing. She says things like, "I've always been into health and fitness and all this." I'm not. If you looked at her, there's no way you would think she's healthy. Now, I don't know how much, steroids or whatever that she's taken, if any, but most people would assume, if they know anything about it, that you don't gain that much muscle in that amount of time without help from something.
Man.
Maybe she just ate her spinach a lot.
Yeah,
Thank you,
and
Alexis.
then, the spinach is covered in gravy.
Spinach and cheese dip.
That's Miss Health and Fitness over here. Maybe she just ate a lot of her spinach.
That's what happened to Papa. He'd eat spinach, his muscles got big.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just weird looking. But I mean, it's her thing, and she's in a different land, and they don't have much to do in the country of Dutch.
So you're saying as long as she stays over there, it's fine.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying I understand it a little bit more, that she would want to do something crazy and freakish like this.
She had a lot of time to kill during COVID.
Yeah.
In the land of Dutch.
Mm-hmm. She could run for office. Now she's famous in Dutch.
Yeah.
She could be the Dutch president.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, it's the end of another great week on the Ace and TJ Show. I'll recap everything for you in the Week in Review coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show is now more audio at acetj.com and more video at acetj.tv. Hear and see the show anytime, how you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom.
So before we know it, it's going to start getting nice and warm and summer will be here. And you know what people do summertime? They go to the pool. But the pool is not as fun as if you don't know how to swim. Where can you learn how to swim? The Gaston County YMCA. They offer swimming lessons. So if you have kids, get them in swimming lessons early so they don't end up like me, being 32 and not being able to swim. Or if you're an adult, go take swimming lessons like I should. You can join right now, Gaston County YMCA, $29 a month if you're an individual or $49 for your household, and 2 months of no joining fees, no contracts. To learn more, go to gastonymca.org.
All right, so this weekend, NFL playoffs kick off. Just said 2 games tomorrow, 3 games Sunday, 1 game Monday night. There's also new movies in theaters. A Man Called Otto with Tom Hanks. He just plays some kind of grumpy old man grieving over the loss of his wife. And then, of course, he meets a new family and they turn his life around. There's Plane with Gerard Butler, who plays a commercial pilot forced to make an emergency landing on an island during a storm. But it turns out he's landed in an area of the Philippines that's ruled by heavily armed anti-government militias. It's rated R. And there's House Party, which is a remake of the 1990 classic featuring Kid and Play and Martin Lawrence. Kid and Play, a hip-hop group from the late 80s, early 90s, who were big for a while. And TJ, in this one they recreated, it's produced by LeBron James, and the whole setting is the guys that clean LeBron's house end up throwing a party in LeBron's house.
Yeah.
And the original featured this awesome dance-off scene between Kid and Play and these 2 girls they were trying to get with. And I believe they have recreated that entire scene as part of this particular House Party movie.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
The original is one of my favorite. It's fantastic. It's so much fun. House Party 2, they go to college, not so much. Not as great. But the original House Party, awesome. So, all available this weekend in theaters.
I just can't even imagine how much I'm going to love a movie that's all about LeBron James' house with him in it. And a remake at that. Ooh.
Yeah, so I highly recommend. Check out. Yeah. You got to realize now, if you go to watch the original House Party, Alexis, it'll be dated because it was made in 1990.
Oh yeah.
But in the moment, I think it's just such a cool, fun, ridiculously fun movie to watch. Love it.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Really?
No.
I always thought Kid and Play were great. I love their music anyway, so that was cool. So all that stuff happening this weekend.
Ace TJ 5G.
Hey, it's Riggins from the Ace and TJ Show, reminding you that every Friday I do the Week in Review, which is sponsored by Calitrin. Learn more at acetj.com/weight loss.
Could have seen Alexis and Riggins hugging a moment ago.
Yep.
Yeah, she
Whatever
always
that was.
leaves me during the Week in Review. She like scoots out of the way. I go, where are you going?
Because you're the star of the show.
Don't do that. I just pull,
She's right,
pull
though.
her in closer.
This is your
No, I don't want that.
your thing.
Y'all hugged. You.
A little side hug they gave each other.
Side hug.
Yeah,
I think that's what they call
they're
it.
like pat hugs.
Okay. Pat hugs.
It is a very
side hug.
special time of the week. This is the time of the week that we have the week that was pop culture, the week that was the Ace and TJ Show reviewed for us in song, thanks to Riggins, and the week in review.
And this is my song. It's called the... Hey, it's Riggins from the Ace and TJ Show, reminding you that every Friday I do the Week in Review, which is sponsored by Calitrin. Learn more at acetj.com/weight loss.
The weekend review is sponsored by Calitrin. You need help losing weight? Go to acetj.com/weight loss and order Calitrin today.
It is a very special time, that time of the week, when the week in pop culture and the week that was the Ace and TJ Show are all reviewed for us in song, thanks to Riggins, and the week in review.
And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. The world's best restaurant, Noma, is closing its doors. It could reopen, but it probably won't. Rob, I don't know if they have cheeseburger quesadillas, but I imagine they probably don't. Ace and TJ claimed New Orleans is the greatest food city in the world. And Alexis just had to scoff. But when she said, all you guys eat roadkill, I feel like that really set him off.
Yeah, a little bit.
I didn't like that.
They didn't like it.
Prince Harry's book was released on Tuesday. He was paid $20 million, which we knew. If I got $20 million to write a book, I'd call my family some racist too. And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review.
It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
The FAA grounded all domestic flights this week. Their system must have slipped on a banana, but there was one person who could fix it, that little nerd from Indiana. Avatar 2 is on track to become the biggest movie of all time. James Cameron must be beaming, beating out all the other Marvel movies. Can anyone see if Rob is steaming? Stewing. Disney has demanded people come back to the office. A return to work is what they seek. If they're going to indoctrinate our children, it has to be in person 5 days a week. And this is my song.
It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
This weekend is National Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day, and I'm a pastrami lover. One time I gave a girl a hot pastrami sandwich, and she loved it and wanted another. They're delicious. They're good. Miley Cyrus has a new song out today. It's called Flowers, which is kind of fun. But based on the music video I just watched, she does not smell like one. Tickets for Coachella are on sale today. I hope they get weather that's nice and sunny, featuring Bjork and Uncle Waffles. Shut up and take my money. And this is my song.
It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
They're trying to ban gas stoves in New York, taking New York to an all-time low. They've got rats the size of Pomeranians, but those stoves just have to go. Today is National Sticker Day. You can get a butterfly, panda, or crown. Alexis puts them on her laptop, but every one is upside down.
It is.
You really need to be on YouTube to get that joke, but every one of them is upside down.
I didn't think about it.
Obviously. She goes, so I could see them. Where?
Yeah, you can't see them at all.
Just one time we were looking at a closed laptop. Did it all backwards. Ace is having a gender reveal party next Thursday. Ace has always hated them, but he's weak. So they made a little compromise, and they're having one next week.
This is my song. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
Well done. Well done.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom. Ooh. It's the first two letters of the alphabet. Should be the first two things that you think about when it comes to a mortgage, a refi, a cash out refi. AB. AB Mortgage. That's Atlantic Bay Mortgage. I could tell you all these incredible things about Atlantic Bay Mortgage, and they would all be true about how easy they make it, how wonderful they are, how they get you the best possible rates, and all that kind of great stuff. But here's all you really need to know. When I needed to get a mortgage, they were able to get me handled easily and quickly. Thus, should be much easier even for you. All you have to do is go to acetj.com/AB. That's acetj.com/AB to find out more about Atlantic Bay Mortgage.
Well, karma has officially slapped me upside the head because just a couple years ago I mocked, and I believe TJ, you did as well, mocked the people that would raise chickens in city environments. I would walk my dog around uptown Charlotte and see just chickens running around the street, and I realized, those chickens have just gotten out. Well, egg on my face, no pun intended, but now the price of eggs is through the roof. The national average, I think, is $3.59 for a dozen, up from $1.72, not too long ago. So maybe those urban chicken farmers were onto something. And don't I feel stupid?
Well, the urban chicken farmers are the ones that indirectly or maybe even directly caused the price of eggs to go up, because they're the ones that voted for the people who have caused the inflation and the shortages of products.
Did you see that taking a political turn or not? Because I did.
Well, I mean,
this is complete
anyone's
fact.
gonna find a way.
It's a 100% fact.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see it at the time, but that kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So
kinda
the
makes
reason I'm having to pay more for eggs makes me dislike the urban chicken farmer even more.
Yeah.
It's their fault.
Where does it, when you lived, what's the name of the building where you lived, Riggins? Used to live?
Sky
House.
Yeah. Where did they keep the chickens?
No, when I was just walking around.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you had some in your building.
It was in the rooftop.
That's what I was
It's a
wondering.
rooftop chicken coop.
Because when I lived at Uptown 550, I didn't see any chickens over there.
That would be a great amenity, though, if you had a rooftop chicken coop and you can go every morning and get fresh eggs.
Yeah.
I would love that.
For sure.
Why would you have to have the chickens up there? You could just have them go get you fresh eggs and deliver them to your door.
I don't know. I want to go hang out with them.
Ace TJ 5G. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Alexis, what did you do yesterday? You were shopping, and did you go eat somewhere? Where did you run into the young fella that you were telling us about?
I went to go have lunch at Panera.
Okay.
And I had sat down, I had my salad and my soup, and I had to go up to get something. And so I go ask the guy if I could take a to-go box, and he looks at me. He's like, "You're so beautiful." But the kid was like 18 years old. And it made me feel so weird because I was like, I don't know, like I just felt odd. Like that was bad that he was telling me that.
Why would you feel weird?
Wouldn't you feel weird if an 18-year-old girl said you were so hot?
Who are you talking to?
No.
Okay, TJ, wouldn't you feel weird?
Yeah, I would feel weird.
No. A compliment is a compliment.
Or Riggins, if an 18-year-old girl, like you knew that was clearly a teenager, was like, "You're so hot."
Yeah, it would make my day.
Really?
Well, hot,
For sure.
hot is different than his
Handsome.
would be comparable to say handsome. You're very handsome.
Yeah.
But I would think that she had no intentions of any, like she wouldn't have a desire for me.
Oh, absolutely.
But the boy, the 18-year-old boy, did.
Yeah.
See, that's the difference. That's the difference. In men, well, most men. A lot of men would look at her like, "Hey, man, she wants me. Well, she gave me extra tea." Like everybody gets free refills, you jackass.
Right. I felt old. I just felt like, boy, you shouldn't be telling me that.
You are. But it made you smile, though, didn't
It did make me smile. I was like, I so God, I'm like a cougar right now.
Want to see how I stir that soup?
How old do they have to be to compliment you and it be where you don't feel weird?
I don't know, within like a 5-year range.
So,
Okay, so you're
anybody
32.
it's
up there
27?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, maybe at least be 21.
Yeah, at least they
Be
can
able
meet
to-
you at the bar.
Right, at least be able to buy me a drink. It's just odd. I don't know.
Yeah. And did he say it like, "You are so beautiful," like that, or did he just say, "You're just very beautiful"?
Well, I'm not trying to like brag or anything, but it was almost like he was taken aback.
Yeah.
You know, he like stared at me for a second. He's like, "You're just so beautiful." I was like,
Wow.
"Oh, thanks."
Oh, he was hitting on you.
I can't find the words.
Thanks, little boy.
Yeah. What was your response? Just thank you.
Yeah, I said, "Oh, thanks. You're cute."
Right. Then did you stare at him after that?
No.
Just kind of keep looking while you were eating your sandwich.
No,
Kind of look over at him like,
please.
You're like, stop.
I would rock his world.
Stop looking at me. Were you alone?
Yeah, I was by myself.
Oh, yeah. You probably like lonely old widow woman.
Yeah, I'm not a lonely old widow woman.
That's probably what he thought. He's like, she just took a break from doing candy pecans for the holiday gifts.
It's Wednesday. She's ordering a soup and salad.
Soup and salad. I know, right?
Alone in Panera eating soup and salad.
Nope.
Got to go home and finish up her knitting for her Christmas
Yeah,
gifts.
maybe you just felt bad for me.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ show live, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and wake up with us every morning. This is Ace TJ TV.
TJ was sharing this story not too long ago about a woman from Dutch, which is Holland, not Denmark.
Ish. That's Dane.
That's a Dane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Obviously,
Yeah, you're right.
everybody
Dutch is
knew
Holland.
that.
It's all Newfoundland, is that correct? Is that right?
I believe so. Yeah. The Newfoundland Islands. We all know them. There's a woman. She says she was 154 pounds, got into bodybuilding. She's now 350 pounds just 2 years later. They're calling her the real-life She-Hulk. And 350 pounds, that's a lot of woman. There's no doubt about it. And it's a lot of muscle. She said 70% pure muscle in that process. Eats 8 eggs a day, cottage cheese granola. She has 2 breakfasts every day. Pretty stunning. The pictures are wild. But when you dub yourself or people start calling you the real-life She-Hulk, you are inevitably going to get a kind of attention that you might not be looking for. And to me, Jackie Korn, which is her name, she is going to be inundated by pervy comic book fans.
100%.
Because the real life, or the real She-Hulk, the She-Hulk from the show, She-Hulk Attorney at Law, which was a big hit on Disney, the woman was super attractive, and it brought out a lot of, interest, let's say, adult interest. So I would imagine that Jackie, now being dubbed the real-life She-Hulk, is going to get a lot of that same type of attention.
But bodybuilder women that look more like a She-Hulk are all over the place.
Yeah.
This one has a different look. She looks like, she doesn't have typical bodybuilder muscles that you can see.
Yeah.
She has big muscles that are covered in fat.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to maintain that regular, what she called curvy look.
Yeah.
So you can't see her muscle.
Right. But I think
there's certain pervs that are going to like that even better than the bodybuilders.
Exactly.
But couldn't you
Because
say
I
that-
love a bodybuilder woman.
He does.
You say that about everything, though. There are certain pervs that are going to like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think that maybe they never even made the connection. Like, oh, I can have a real life She-Hulk, and here she is. And if she's going to play into it, maybe paint her face green. Who knows? But I got a feeling she's going to be inundated with those super She-Hulk fans on the internet.
If you're watching on YouTube right now, Mr. Todd is posting pictures. Or you watch our YouTube feed live, Ace TJ TV on YouTube. Yeah, he's posting pictures of it.
It is. It's a lot to look at. So that's who she's going to attract. In your experience throughout your life, what type of person do you attract, men or women? Anybody can answer, but you've noticed a theme, a pattern about the type of person you attract. And maybe it's your fault. Maybe you're just putting out some sort of energy you don't even recognize, but you realize you're attracting this one type of person. Now, Alexis has a good guy in her life, but before that, she was attracting the same kind of guy.
Yeah, broke boys. Woo woo.
Broke boys.
Bums. Ayy.
Guys that try to meet her by yelling at her across the parking lot.
Yeah, like what?
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Come here.
You trying to go to that movie?
That was that your fault? Do you think?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you do think so?
Yeah, for sure.
What was the energy you were putting off that attracted that type of guy?
I don't know. I was just like no self-love. I feel like
Yeah.
no kind of what is stipulations? Just
Yeah.
I'm taking whatever.
And you were looking in the same places and getting the same kinds of guys.
Right.
you
Yeah.
know?
Going to the same
You
clubs.
didn't broaden your two square mile zone or whatever.
Well, then she got out. She moved to a new
Yeah.
area, and then she found this guy who she's clearly into. He seems like a great guy. So, yeah, maybe it just switched up the environment. Maybe that fixed everything for you. But what is it for you? What kind of person do you attract romantically? Is there a theme? At the Ace TJ Show, we'll find out next.
The Ace and TJ Show 5G app is sponsored by Papa John's. Order now on our app, the Papa John's app, or papajohns.com. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history is a rather unusual day. It didn't change the world. It didn't change pop culture. It wasn't a significant event in history. But it is one of those things that when you hear about it, you'll go, oh, man, that's wild. I remember that. Next.
What'd I say, about 20 minutes? Now we're going to spoon it up. Get a little more of that juice in it. And there you have it. A beautiful beef vegetable soup. So we're going to take it over, let Mr. Todd try it so he can tell everybody how great it is. Even if he hates it, he's going to say that. Ooh, look at steaming. My goodness.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 21 years ago today, January 13th, 2002, while watching a little football at the White House, just trying to relax. President George W. Bush choked on a pretzel, a deadly pretzel, to the point of nearly passing out. I remember when he shared this story, everybody was like, we almost lost the president over a pretzel. But that's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Lake Norman Currents is the Lake's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Lake Norman Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area, reaching over 50,000 Lake Norman residents every single month. And the best part about it is Lake Norman Currents combines print advertising with email marketing as well as online and social media marketing. So there's a great many number of ways that they're reaching out and touching people. Currents has been serving the Lake Norman area over 13 years. You can see the latest issue now at lncurrents.com. That's lncurrents.com for Lake Norman Currents.
Well, my wife has something exciting and new in her life, and it is a way that she and my brother are bonding. My brother is soon to be, I think, 58, father of 3 grown children, and very masculine guy, country fella, and they are bonding because she has taken a suggestion of his, and she is enjoying the thing that he recommended, and now they are talking about it and sharing one with another, and that is the show Gossip Girl.
Stop it.
My brother
right
is a huge fan of Gossip Girl.
Like the old Gossip Girl?
Yeah, I get from season 1.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
and going all the way through him.
I'm telling y'all.
What?
Amanda turned me on to Gossip Girl. I got totally hooked on it. Watched it all the way through.
Listen, I love Gossip Girl, but
so yeah, my brother is a huge fan of Gossip Girl and Gilmore Girls.
Oh, I'm watching Gilmore Girls right now again.
But he says the Gilmore Girls thing is just when he's, is sitting down, he's not really, into watching something important or whatever, and he just turns it on because you don't have to really put a lot of thought into it, and he knows that he likes it, and so he's watched the entire series several times.
Me too. I love that your brother does that.
Lord. Gossip.
He's like, you love me. XOXO.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Gossip Girl's pretty good.
So, I don't know what either one of them is about, but it got me to thinking my brother and I are so much alike in so many ways, but we don't like the same shows. Like he'll sit down and watch shows like Gossip Girl, Gilmore Girls, things like that, over and over and over. And I want to sit down. I want to watch violence, and I either want to watch something that's really funny or violent.
You both love watching TV.
Yeah.
You just watch different things.
Right, because it was an escape when we were growing up from all the yelling.
Yeah. You know what's more embarrassing? Your wife watching it. For some reason, I can kind of get like a guy watching it, but she should not be into it.
Gossip Girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? I don't even know what it's about.
It's like a teenage,
high school kids.
In
New York.
Scripted, snobby, like high school kids, yeah.
That are like drinking in hotels and stuff at the age of like 16.
Yeah, they're leaving their house at 11 o'clock at night to go meet up at a hotel on a Wednesday and get drunk. It's like,
Wouldn't that be worse for a man to be watching those?
You would think that way, but it's like Joe to grow up. For some reason, it's odd for him, but it makes sense.
I love
That's
that.
That's wild.
I think your brother's cool, actually.
Yeah, most people do, but I don't know. If I'm watching a show for longer than 30 minutes and nobody's been killed, I got to find something else. Unless it's a comedy. Unless it's funny.
Or there's
teenagers.
No, not at all.
Unless it's, they've been kidnapped or something.
Ace TJ 5G.
Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Talking about the benefits of hypnotism, then the truth of hypnotism. I don't want to get hypnotized.
I was gonna say, do you think you could be hypnotized?
Probably. I got like no backbone.
Yeah, I don't think I could be
hypnotized.
I'm not doing this.
I just don't want to be hypnotized because I feel like they're going to make me do something crazy.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
Do you think you can be hypnotized, Alexis?
Yeah.
Rob? You think you can be hypnotized, Rob?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
I don't think
Definitely not.
I didn't have my headphones in, I'm sorry.
As a matter of fact, I think people who say they're hypnotized are just dirty liars. Negative, go started. Definitely not. Breaker 19 looking for the hypnosis. You got your ears on? How about a smoky report? Okay, there's the TJ. Travel's looking pretty bad out there. You got to back up on the I-40 freeway. Try to take that southbound exit. Weird. Just be careful. School is in. Keep your bumpers off their booties.
Rob coming in hot this morning.
Wow.
You want to know a little behind the scenes fact too?
Yeah.
Rob's microphone runs at half volume of the rest of ours, and he was still
right. But that's not where it has to stop, though, on the downside, is it? Does it get blocked at half, or could it go down to like an eighth?
Give him like 2%.
I'll take it down to 40%. Let's see how it goes.
Make it like milk, 2%.
Yeah, as loud as that was, he was still at 50% of everybody else's microphone.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
Here's the scenario. If you missed it, we got a DM from a lady that says, my boyfriend and I are in our mid and late 20s. I almost called her a girl, but I didn't want to call her a girl. I was hung up on how to get to that. Well, I want to say she's a girl, but I don't really know how old she is. She's in her mid-20s. They were good. They weren't great because I learned I need to go ahead and sometimes go with my instincts more as far as I think this is going to be too sweet for my taste. And it was. I followed the recipe exactly. It needed more red.
More red?
It needed Tabasco. Oh. It needed tomato. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's too sweet.
It needed more red.
It needs more red.
And I needed more red.
I'm new to the chef game. I'm just trying to tell you how I figured out in my head.
Making Kool-Aid?
TJ knew what I meant. You knew what I meant. Like, it needed more.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
TJ's like, don't bring me into that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sounds like Gordon Ramsay's in there.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It seemed like it was a little bit too. The sauce was just onion, lime, cilantro. There was something else I forgot. Anyway, and it just came like a little bit too sweet. I needed it to it needed some bite. It needed some fire, some red. Mm-hmm. Like Tabasco's red, and tomatoes are red.
Some red. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I needed some red. Wow. So your resolution is to...
don't make a resolution. I just want to try to cook more things. Okay. Because I'm building up to. Here's what
The resolution is to be more like I am.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be more like me.
Because I don't know how to do, and it may be a lot of it, since my mom died, I don't know how to cook some of my favorite dishes that my mom would make, and I don't have a way to pass that down to anybody. So, okay, we have a baby coming. I might need to... I should feel like I should brush up on those things, because my son has zero interest in cooking or learning. And
this is Daddy's taquito recipe. I miss him so much.
3, 2, 1.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
All right, let's get started. Do it.
Let's get started.
We are talking about the kind of guy, the men or women you attract. Even if you're in a relationship, you can look back on your past. You attracted a certain type of person. Maybe it was, nerdy bookworms or deadbeat dads that love to smoke pot. It could be anything. And we got some interesting answers here. A lot of people have attracted certain type of people. Jay on Facebook at the Ace TJ Show, he said, not now, but when I was between the ages of 17 and 24, middle-aged black women absolutely loved me. It's very specific.
Uh-huh.
Middle-aged black women. Amber said skinny, tall guys with long hair that love to play video games and are addicted to Mountain Dew.
There are skinny guys who play video games?
Yes.
Yes, plenty.
Oh.
A few. I mean, there's got to be a couple. Just based on the numbers, there's surely somebody skinny playing.
You're trying to fool me.
No.
Next thing you're going to do is tell me that skinny girls ride the mechanical bull.
Wouldn't go that far. Takrisha said felons, jailbirds, deadbeats, drug addicts. So, man, she really got the worst of them.
But I wonder if they're attracting her, too. Like, if she's been in relationships and all with them.
Yeah.
Like, you could attract them and then never go out with them or anything. But.
Exactly. And it's also, I wonder, is it the person's fault that that's what they're putting out there, that that's what they're attracting? You know, it's the law of attraction,
Okay,
right?
there's an interesting quote here from Mandy, who said, I said once that I attracted the toxic men, especially the toxic gym guy. And my friend said, quote, no, you attract all guys, but you choose the toxic one, end quote. And ever since that, my whole mindset has changed.
Ooh. It's like Mandy. I can feel it when you walk, feel it when you talk. Oh, she's pretty.
Yeah, but there's something to that.
Yeah, it's true.
She attracts all the men, but she makes the point of, selecting that toxic guy for whatever that reason is, and she had to reevaluate how she chooses men.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be something attractive about these guys, though, right?
It's that bad boy. It's that bad boy thing. Because I've had really good guys, too, that tried to talk to me, and I was like, ew, boring.
Right.
Yeah.
Get that away.
Yeah,
But see,
lame.
this guy you're with now seems like that good guy, like, but you didn't push him away.
No.
So is
Not
it?
yet.
Ooh. What?
Don't say that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So
yeah,
what's the
what
difference now, though? What made you change and start accepting the good guy?
Understanding that same exact thing. Like,
Okay.
you are the one that chooses who you're going to give your energy to or your time to. So it's my fault at the end of the day.
Interesting.
Yeah. But he does so many nice things for you, and he's such a good guy. I just fear that you're going to come in one day and go, oh, he's so boring. He hasn't stolen one thing from me.
He hasn't lied to me about anything yet.
What a
I don't
square.
even know how to take him.
Yeah. It is very peaceful. I will say that. More peaceful than I've ever experienced in a relationship ever.
I even tried to bait him one time, and I left a siphon hose hanging out of my gas tank. He didn't touch it.
What do I do now?
Cornball.
It's the Ace and TJ Show.
The double standards are more obvious than ever. We'll give you an example coming up next.
The Week in Review is sponsored by Calotren. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to find out more about Calotren. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history is a rather unusual day. It didn't change the world. It didn't change pop culture. It wasn't a significant event in history. But it is one of those things that when you hear about it, you'll go, oh, man, that's wild. I remember that. Next.
What'd I say, about 20 minutes? Mm-hmm. Now we're going to spoon it up. Get a little more of that juice in it. And there you have it. A beautiful beef vegetable soup. So we're going to take it over, let Mr. Todd try it so he can tell everybody how great it is. Even if he hates it, he's going to say that. Ooh, look at steaming. My goodness.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 21 years ago today, January 13th, 2002. While watching a little football at the White House, just trying to relax, President George W. Bush choked on a pretzel, a deadly pretzel, to the point of nearly passing out. I remember when he shared the story, everybody was like, we almost lost the president over a pretzel. But that's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace
TJ 5G.
Let's go, boom.
Don't forget, if you've got a business and your business needs to be branded and advertised with creative advertisements, digital, audio, video, all of that, it's Ace TJ Media. That's what you need. Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com and check it out. Handle all that with a smile.
With a smile. This is a crazy story. Michael Bay, he's directed some of the biggest big budget Hollywood movies ever. He did all the Transformer movies. He did one of my favorite movies, Armageddon. He did all the Purge movies. You know Michael Bay.
Purge.
Well, he's been charged with killing a pigeon in Italy. It's when he was filming the 2018 movie Six Underground that was starring Ron Reynolds. And they used some homing pigeons in the film, and apparently one of their dollies killed a pigeon, and somebody took a picture on set, sent it to the authorities, and since then, the police have been hounding Michael Bay to either pay the fine or go to court. And he's refusing to do it because he said, I'm not going to pay to make this go away because I would never kill a pigeon. I'm an animal activist. And that would be me, what do you call that? Taking guilt, accepting guilt for something I didn't do. I didn't kill a pigeon. But
he's saying it didn't happen at all, or he personally didn't do it, so he's not going to play for it.
There's no argument about whether he did or didn't do it personally.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was the director on the movie is, what's causing him to get the charge. But he says there's dozens of people on set that can vouch for him and said this never happened. Those birds were fine. But who knew Italy was? Apparently they've got some sort of.
They care about their pigeons.
They care about the pigeons, but especially when it comes to movie sets.
And it's news, huh?
It's in the news.
Mm-hmm.
They're charging him with it. Animal cruelty.
Now, Michael Bay is not McG then, right? They're not the same person.
No.
McG.
You remember that? McG was the director, like of Charlie's Angels. And
Yep.
He was hot for a while.
What else did he do?
Gave himself a stupid name.
Yeah.
McG, baby.
I don't remember that one.
He did music videos too, I think. I think that was like his big thing.
Yeah. You mean like TikToks?
Yeah.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
We are on the radio?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a thread online where people are talking about things men can get away with doing freely, but women are judged for it. And these are all accurate. I've done the research. Farting, men can get away with it, women can't.
Mm-hmm.
Physical signs of aging, including gray hair and wrinkles.
Okay.
Also true. Hollywood accepts men that get older, but not women.
Yeah, Hollywood's a bunch of racists and misogynists.
I agree. Taking your top off in public.
Yeah, that's not fair.
It's not fair.
So you want to run around without your top on, or you want men to have to always have a shirt on?
No, if you just feel like, if I just want to take my top off, I should just be able to do it. If it's hot.
Yeah, I agree. Take your top off. Do it right now. It's Friday. Who cares? Work-related travel, people might say, how do you leave your children?
Yeah, I think that's unfair, too. I do think that one's unfair. People do think that. And it should be because I can leave my children because my husband can handle it without me. And we're even partners.
See, in my house, that would have not. Yeah, my dad we would have been dead if my mom left and just left us with her dad. Like, he was not able to care for us.
But I bet if your mom had a different job, if her lifestyle was a little bit different, your dad would have been able to step up and learn enough to keep you alive.
I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely think we might have died. Sitting with their legs wide apart. It's called manspreading.
Yep.
Using profanity or raising their voice during an argument. Women just get called crazy.
Yes, I hate that. Because I don't know I'm raising my voice. I'm just passionate about what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Eating large amounts of food at a restaurant.
Oh, I don't care about that.
I don't either. I like a woman that's not afraid
I'm going to eat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know you. I'm going to eat.
I'm going to eat.
That's how she starts off every day. Heads up. I'm going to eat.
Yup.
Let them know what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Going to a bar alone. It's weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to a bar alone. Unless there's like food and stuff and I'm sitting at the bar to eat.
Yeah.
Not to mingle by myself.
Not shaving or maintaining their body hair, including armpit or facial hair.
Women can get away with that.
No, they can't. You get made fun of. I have a sweat mustache
Oh.
and y'all make fun of me. So imagine if it was a real mustache.
You brought it up.
But
But
you're
if I
free
had
to
it-
do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't say you can't do it. And, men get made fun of stuff all the time that women don't get made fun of. There are double standards all over the place.
Yeah.
If a man is standing in front of a mirror at a gym, taking videos and selfies and flexing and all that, he would get roasted for doing that. Women do it constantly.
Yep.
It's a woman's world. They're just fishing for things here to make it seem like that they're so put upon and society is so against them. Where'd this come from? Reddit or somewhere, you said?
BuzzFeed.
Yeah, same thing.
And then
These poor women.
Shaving their head was the top answer.
I think some women look good with a shaved head.
I do too.
Yep.
You don't think it's a man's world? Why'd they make that
Hell
song?
no.
called It's a
Yeah,
Man's
James Brown
World?
said it's a man's world. It's a man's
Okay, yeah, because James Brown was really together in his life. He was a role model.
And that was what, like 1962?
He said it though multiple times.
Yeah.
No, it's a woman's world,
he repeated
easily.
it.
This country is a woman's country.
Why don't you ever hear anybody say it?
Because the men are positioned as the enemy in all cases, and it can't change.
It can't.
Because men always have to be put as the bad guys, and it's political and all of that. You always got to have a situation where there's an enemy
Yeah.
that you're fighting against, and it's straight men.
Straight men.
Yeah. But if women want to run around looking all hairy and stuff, they can.
Yeah.
Because they're not supposed to care what men think.
Yeah.
Remember?
That's the way they do in Europe, don't they? Aren't women, they don't shave their armpits and stuff?
Some places.
Maybe.
But what does it matter? What do you mean they can't do these things? Because they're not. Women don't care what men think. What do they care? If other women are down with it,
Yeah.
it's the other women that would judge them for walking around hairy.
Yeah, be hairy, Alexis. It's fine with us. We don't care.
It's other women that would
Throw that
judge them
stash out,
for
man.
walking into a place alone.
Yeah.
All these things are things that other women would be doing to hold them back.
I'm turn into a hairball.
A man gives a woman a hero's welcome if she walks in the bar without a guy and without a yapping girlfriend with her.
Belly's up to the bar.
Yeah.
Without a yapping girlfriend with her. Okay.
Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
You're watching Morning Radio.
Welcome to the Share Funny podcast. Now live on YouTube. This is Ace TJ
Ace and TJ Family presents unfiltered, uncensored, and uninterrupted. Well, almost. Right here. Let's go. This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
Sponsored by The Closet Niche. You need an organization in your life. Your closet just looks like a nuclear bomb went off in there. And you just feel like you're overwhelmed when you go into your closet. You need it. Okay, everybody hear Rob blowing his nose over that music?
Yeah, I did.
Like, wow,
that
was
loud, wasn't it?
Ooh, he had a honker on him.
A honk?
So you go into your closet and you want everything to be neat and organized. That just seems like if that's where you're going to pick out your outfit for the day, that it would be a lot more productive if you're not starting the day with chaos and things strewn about. So the Closet Niche can transform your closet into something that looks spectacular and keeps all of your stuff organized and all. They can do the same thing with your garage and your pantry and your laundry room. They do all of that stuff. And they do it with a best price guarantee and with quick turnaround. So let's say you decide, all right, I'm gonna get my garage organized. I'm gonna have them do the shelving and closets and cabinets and all of that stuff for my garage. You go down, you pick it out. You're so excited. You go, this is gonna be great. And then they say, well, we're not gonna be able to complete that job for another 6 to 8 months or something. Then you'd be disappointed. That's not gonna happen with the closet niche. They turn it around quickly, sometimes even in a day, depending on what you're getting. So you want to deal with great people. You want to get your life organized. You want things to look better and neater in your home. Just go to acetj.com/closet, acetj.com/closet, and check out the closet niche. I don't know how I ended up getting these videos of, the Reels videos that are suggested on the Instagram of these disgusting looking beetles, these giant, they look just like big larvae.
That one you showed us earlier is like incredible.
Alien creatures. And so I've been clicking, it's like, ugh.
They look like grubs.
Yeah, but they have, have you ever seen the movie Predator? You know what Predator looked like?
Yep.
With the big things coming out like that? That's what it looks like. And so now I'm getting videos that are akin to that. Have y'all ever seen a tarantula eat a bird?
A bird?
Look at that.
But that is wild.
Tarantula eating a bird.
Ew.
I know.
Yeah.
Do beetles eat other beetles and stuff, or they just eat plants?
That's amazing.
I don't know.
Vegetables.
I think it may depend on the beetle. So I'm not much on spiders. I would rather look at the gross beetle things than spiders. But a tarantula eating a bird.
Oh,
Yeah, I wonder if it caught the bird. Or did the bird die and he ate it? It's like,
Maybe
you think a
it's
bird could get
blood.
away from a spider?
It looked like it was inside, like that was in an aquarium or
Like
something.
he fed the bird?
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible. See, that's why I couldn't have a snake, because I can't feed it live things.
Do they have to be live? Can you just throw a dead mouse in the thing with a snake and have them eat it?
Some people have challenges feeding them dead prey because the animal, wants its natural instinct is to hunt and kill it. But I've seen people try to like bounce it up and down with like pliers and things like that. But some snakes only eat live prey.
Yeah.
But the littler ones you can freeze and get the little mice, baby mice. And now the upside to having the snake is you only have to feed it like once a week.
Right, but
So you don't have to do it every day.
I wouldn't be able to touch the mouse to put it in there. Mice creep me out.
But the little ones are so cute. I just feel so bad. Like, okay, no,
throw
I'm
in
keeping you
Stuart
as a
Little
pet.
at 'em.
Yeah, like, nope. All right, you're a pet too now.
They call them pinkies because they're little pink.
That's where Pinky and the Brain came from.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
But I was asking earlier, it's the situations in Florida where people have these pythons or boa constrictors and all, and they get out or they just turn them loose because they're tired of fooling with them.
That is so messed up.
And then you got the people go and rescue them. And there's a snake task force in Florida. It's a special animal control section or troop. Why? I don't get why they rescue the snake and don't kill it or send it off to a country where they have pythons and boa constrictors and stuff. Why do they keep them in the United States and make sure that they stay healthy and feed them and keep going? Because, they're no good to us in the United States. They don't even belong here.
I don't know.
Maybe they're using them for secret weapons.
Yeah.
Maybe
Had you thought of that?
Makes no sense, but okay.
Well, so you're saying there's a line because we don't do that with dogs. Some we do put down. So they probably do the same thing with snakes.
You think?
Probably. Some get gassed or euthanized, whatever you want to call it. And then some go to, if they have availability at a ranch or, rescue place, some go there.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. But why? What good are they?
Well, they could be adopted.
Again.
I'm sure it happens. I don't know, but I'm sure it happens. Like, I will take a 20-foot python into my home. Like, you got to be a certain kind of psycho. to go adopt a huge python. Nutty, a nut job.
Yeah, you would. But I mean, they're already a nuisance. Is what I'm saying. They're so much so that the state of Florida, or the counties in the southern area of Florida, South Florida, have to use taxpayer money just to round up all of these stray snakes and stuff. Why would you put them back out into the public?
You're saying if you kill them, you eliminate them as a problem completely, forever, and we just keep moving forward.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they don't belong here to begin with. They're not supposed to be here. Just like, the Dutch. They're not supposed to be here.
Should just deport the snakes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'd be fine with that. Like every week, just take a box full of whatever snake that the task force has rounded up and send them, back to the jungle or wherever they came.
Like, sorry, guys, can't live in America anymore. Get out of here.
No, you can't.
Do they donate them to things like universities and other
shoemakers?
No.
Yeah, that's when you donate them to
shoemakers. Yeah,
to somebody that's going to harvest them.
Yeah, I just wondered.
I would eat a python or a boa constrictor. I'd try that.
Yeah, I just wondered if they donate them to people who study them. Yeah, around the country or whatever.
Why don't people eat them? Because they don't even have to worry about them being venomous or anything. It's just straight meat.
Yeah, it's probably a lot of meat.
I bet you could make snake jerky or python jerky pretty easily. I bet that would work.
You gotta skin it.
Yeah.
Debone it.
People skin snakes all the time.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a good reason why it hasn't been done more. Yeah, if you can skin it easily, you can get the meat off of it easily.
Seems pretty simple, though. Yeah. TJ's right. It does seem pretty easy to do.
And why are they not doing it?
I don't know, because I know when you watch Naked and Afraid, that's one of the things that they go to, depending upon the snake, obviously. But like, if they can kill a boa constrictor or something like that, they get very excited because there's so much meat in it. Mm-hmm. And they cook it over an open flame.
It's probably delicious. Grill it up. Nice little snake barbecue.
You know what I always think, though, Ace, when I'm looking at those survival type shows where they're out there in the wilderness and they eat what they kill. I always go, like, even on the show Survivor, like, it's gotta taste like crap because they don't even have salt. If there's no seasoning on it, it's just you cook it and eat it to get the hunger to go away. But I bet it's if you're trying to chew a grilled snake and you don't have any seasoning on it, I bet it's one of those deals that grows in your mouth as you're chewing it. It gets bigger and bigger.
I've seen several of them point out before, like, oh, it's delicious. Then they'll say something like, I mean, under the circumstances, it's delicious compared to the, whatever, the leaves we've been eating for 3 days. So,
yeah. I always think that would be the rough part, not having salt.
Yeah. Everybody else is bringing things like a knife, a fire starter.
Yeah.
And TJ I brought this can of salt because it's what I kill. It's going to be tasting really good.
Some Tony Sasher.
What are you watching, Alexis?
I'm looking at, like, people eating snakes and, like, preparing them and cutting them up.
Yeah, people
Gross.
People have eaten rattlesnakes for generations.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a rattlesnake that's been skinned and, like, chopped up. It looks disgusting. Ooh.
But I always wondered, I guess all of the venom is in the head of it. So when you chop the head off, it doesn't have any of the venom.
Kelly just DM'd us and said, I had a rattlesnake hot dog when I was in Colorado. And I just asked him, how was it? I guess
Rattlesnake hot dog.
It's like a hot dog meat made out of rattlesnake?
Probably tastes better than a kielbasa. I don't like those.
Is that the blood one?
Said it was delicious.
No.
No.
Yeah, I would take it over Italian sausage, snake burger, or a snake sausage.
I just can't. They're so ugly. Ew.
What's so ugly?
The snake? Yeah. The snakes. I don't.
Would you rather eat a snake or that giant alien-looking beetle I showed you earlier?
I'd rather eat a snake.
Yeah.
That I'll be like, snake stir fry, please.
Now people are starting. sending in things like there's on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, Kelly says there's a type of tarantula called a bird-eating tarantula.
What do they eat?
And Joshua said, I saw a seagull eat a baby bunny in Scotland. People just thought,
I swear I saw that.
I swear to God, bet me $500,000 I didn't see it. I'd eat a seagull. Try it.
Seagulls are probably good. They probably taste like chicken or duck.
Mm-hmm.
It's not saying much. You guys eat a lot of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
it always goes back to that. Not saying much. Y'all eat,
Well,
it's true.
Louisiana people, especially, you grow up hunting and doing all of that. But none of that bothers me, Ace, when they say we'll eat anything. It's just that the whole thought of when they say we eat roadkill.
Yeah.
That's offensive.
Well, you guys are the ones that bring it up all the time.
And you say that if you were to drive up onto a carcass of a deer, that's dinner. We're gonna put it in the truck, put it in the back.
I've never said that.
Yeah, you guys
never
have.
said that. I said if I hit the deer, or if I saw the person right in front of me hit the deer.
Okay, well, you're still taking a dead animal and putting it in your trunk to eat it for later.
Well, what's the difference in that and shooting a deer and taking it home and dressing it and eating it?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Not on the cleanliness of it.
Yeah, it's still a dead. It still was just
immediately
killed and you take it home.
Yeah, but you didn't dress up and that was your purpose. You just hit an animal and well.
So what are you
just
supposed to
take
do? It would be better just to leave it there to rot.
Call animal control.
Yeah. We have a lot of animal control out in the country.
Or
You asked me earlier when I told you that the deer were getting hit on the road to my house because you got so many deer on the road. You said was animal control come get that or whatever. When I saw a deer the dead deer on the side of the road one afternoon. The next morning, because it's dark when I'm coming to work.
Yeah.
The next morning when I turned onto that road, my headlights hit 4 eyes in that same spot, and 2 coyotes ran off because they were eating it.
That's what I was about to say next. Well, if there are other animals that's a feast for them.
Yeah. But I don't give a damn about a coyote.
Yeah.
Coyote
They could all
eat.
die. I don't care.
No, don't say
There's
that.
plenty of that.
They eat baby deers.
I just don't see the difference. If you're in the woods and you shoot a deer and kill it, then go get it, throw it on your four-wheeler, drag it out, go home, dress it, eat it, that's fine. But if you're driving down the road, hit a deer jumps out in front of your truck, you hit a deer, kill it, you grab it, throw it in the back, take it home, dress it, eat it, that's not okay.
It just seems weird.
Because they wouldn't do the first one either. They wouldn't.
Right.
They wouldn't go kill a deer.
Oh, I want to
eat
go
it.
hunting.
No, you wouldn't.
I do. I want to do it. I for real want to do it. I want to dress up. I want to put the paint on my face.
What do you want to kill?
Like a deer or a turkey.
Prey.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna make sure I eat it.
Mm-hmm.
See, I would have thought you would have gone with something more like duck hunting or something, because they're birds. They're moving. They're farther away. It seems different than because when you look through the scope and you see a deer sitting out there, you can see it plain as day.
I know.
You're looking right at the cute deer face.
She wouldn't be able to do
I would do it, and then I'm gonna put the bullet on my face.
No, you wouldn't. But I do think Alexis would come closer to being able to kill an animal like that than Riggins would.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. He's more sensitive about that than she is.
Yeah, I so appreciate what hunters do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a lot of respect that goes into it. So yeah, I find it admirable. It's just not something that I'm itching to do. But yeah, I think I probably could if I would. But I would definitely.
Yeah, I mean, if you were starving or something.
Yeah,
just for sport,
it would definitely make me nervous. Absolutely, and I don't.
I'll tell you what,
because I don't think my son could do it. He loves animals. He's all and I don't think he could. I mean, he's not a crazy person like wanting to be a vegan or anything like that. But if it came time to pull the trigger and kill an animal, I don't think he could do it, unless it's attacking him or something. But just to go hunting,
yeah.
I don't think he's got the heart for it.
Boy, if you don't see a deer hunting can really suck.
Yeah.
Because you got to be out there early in the morning. It's cold, and you're just sitting up there in that tree, making no sound, just waiting, and then nothing happens.
Do you have
wait
to
for hours and then you go home?
Do you have to spray yourself with deer pee?
Some people do.
No, you don't spray yourself. I mean, you don't like use it like Axe body spray.
It's more of a
You
mist.
kind of just put it on your shoes, or,
Oh, okay.
and then when you get on your deer stand, just kind of around the stand to block your skint, because deer smell very well.
Could you sit there for hours and not talk?
Yeah, I would love that. And being out in nature, are you kidding me? In a tree somewhere, waiting? I love that.
And no phone, or would you take your phone?
No,
with
I
you?
wouldn't take my phone. I would like be in it 100%.
They do now. Like deer hunters take their phones out there, and like my nephew, he'll be in his deer stand. Of course, his deer stand is about like an Airbnb. It's so fancy.
He's got one of the
and
dressed up
plush.
ones, yeah.
So he's out there on his phone, and he's still, you can hear him when they walk up or see him. He's checking constantly, but he's still watching movies on his phone.
Huh.
Well, maybe it's not as bad as it used to be.
No, you get one of those kind of things. It's not.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, look, we're making a change today. We're about to change everything because we've connected with the Closet Niche. Annie over the Closet Niche is putting together a 3D design for a brand new desk they're building for us here. So let's head over to her studio and check out what she's got. So you've seen what we have now. Let's look at what we're going to have in the future, thanks to Annie from the Closet Niche. And this is something you do for everybody. When you put the design together, you then walk them through kind of a 3D explanation of what it is they're going to be getting and let them see it from all sides, right?
Absolutely. So what we normally try to do is put a presentation together, obviously in a 3D, where they can see their designs. We go through any changes that they might want to make. We show them samples as far as what their doors and drawer fronts will look like. Give them color options to choose from, give them accessories and all kinds of options they can pick from as well to kind of upgrade their closets or whatever project they're working on. So I'm excited to do the office for you guys. Want to show you what I put together.
I just realized that we're sitting in a pantry, a laundry room, a
garage,
yeah.
Do two different types of closets.
Yeah.
We show it kind of all here, and then obviously large built-ins that we do as well. So we can do home offices, garages, built-ins, pantries, laundry rooms. The only thing we don't do is kitchens. So drop zones, mud rooms, things like that. So it's kind of across the board. And we do it at best price guarantee. There's so many other competitors out there. Turnaround time for us, we try to be within 2 to 3 weeks within our industry, which is kind of unheard of in this industry.
So this is the first Share Funny at our new Closet Niche desk organization set up here. I really love this. This is great. Closet Niche, the sponsor of Share Funny, coming up in here and setting up a whole new what we call a studio console.
It's really great. It's really great.
And how long did it take them, Ace, to put all this together? And
so about 6 hours.
Man.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. Let's go!
Let's go!
On the regular old show today, we were talking about the Gen Zers who were surveyed that have weighed in on what the most cringy hand gestures are. When people do the air guitar is the most cringe-worthy. Double thumbs up was number 2. The check mark when you want the bill at the restaurant. Some of these don't really happen. Like people don't. see people putting their pinky up in the air very often when they're drinking coffee or tea. But the one that by far to me is the most cringy didn't even make the top 10. I don't know whether it made the whole list or not, but it didn't make the top 10, which is when people do the bowing down gesture, like they're worshiping something. To me,
like we're not worthy from Wayne's World kind of thing.
Oh my God. And you only see nerdy white people doing that. You don't ever see anybody else doing it. It's just always the nerdy white people. Because if you're cool, you're not doing that. You're not doing that.
Talk to your people, man.
It's not my people.
Tell them stop doing that.
You're saying white people?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
That's just a white people thing?
That's what he just said. So
I
nerdy
said
white people think.
nerdy white people. Nerdy white people, not my people.
Rob, talk to your people.
Yeah, Rob. Rob, you talk to your people.
I don't want to. I want to talk to people.
Oh.
Rob said I'm not talking to anyone.
Don't talk to nobody.
Okay,
I'm trying to think of any other, because I know because I don't know, sometimes I can be a little judgmental. So I know there have to be others that didn't make the list that are cringy to me.
Hand gestures?
Yeah.
How about the
raising the roof still? If I ever
Oh, yeah,
see
I
anybody
hate
do
that.
that, I'd be like, oh.
I never.
Get out of here, dude.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's just such an outdated hand gesture.
Yeah, I'm not much on chucking the deuce or the regular peace sign either way. People flipping off a camera, I don't like
hate
that.
Yeah.
It's
What about
terrible?
What about throwing them some horn, a little metal?
Careful how you do that.
Metal, dude. Careful what?
How you do that.
Why? What's wrong?
That can also be taken as a gang sign.
That would be some funny.
That'd
He's
be-
driving home. He just gets like mobbed by a gang.
Yeah.
That's
I'm just throwing
MS-13.
I'm just throwing up and I'm listening to some Kiss, and next thing you know, they're like, "Oh, gang."
Which gang?
MS-13.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
Yes.
been the sign of metal forever.
Did you hear Ace got shot up by MS-13 up at the lake?
Yeah.
What? They up here now?
There's that one hand, then there's maximum metal when you just got to take both hands and put them together. That's too much.
And so, what's the difference in the metal and the MS-13 sign, and the University of Texas Longhorns sign? Because that's what they do.
Yeah, hook 'em horns.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's where they got him from.
Yeah, I think.
Well, that's your people.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you
know.
don't know, Alexis? That's
Maybe
your
they
people?
thought rock and roll was so gangster, and that's why they were like, "We're gonna take that."
No, but I'm saying, what is there a difference, or is it the
No.
exact same thing?
It maybe the knuckles are out a little bit more, but it's like it looks like the same thing to me.
Oh, like they could probably do like more of a curve
Like-
thing or something.
Like the Wolf Pack, North Carolina State, they put their fingertips together and make it look like the head of a wolf.
Also, NWO does that.
Yeah,
I was gonna say they got that from the NWO, but that's okay.
Doesn't that look exactly the same?
So North Carolina, NC State didn't do that before the wrestling?
I don't think so. Yeah, 96 when the
surely the college has been doing
NWO
that.
Wolfpack started doing that.
But surely the college did that first, right? For years and years, right? And that wasn't a tradition?
Let me see what I can find out here.
Hey, how do you even search for that?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out.
It's like, hey, what year did the Wolfpack sign start at NC State?
Okay, let's see.
I just assume anything that's happening at college games and stuff has been around since they were playing without helmets.
Yeah,
all the college tradition stuff.
I know who to ask. I'm gonna find out the details here. Hold on, my friend.
Me and Alexis are doing gang symbols under the desk. So I know the one you're doing. I remember that one. People used to do that in high school.
What? Because they were doing a gang symbol in high school.
We're not saying it. 'cause-
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It looks like WWE trademark.
Yeah.
But I also hate when people do the OK sign with the middle finger down instead of the index finger. Like they do it this way. You ever seen anybody do that?
Who does that?
Weirdos, yeah. People who are doing it wrong. I've seen it a lot.
Yeah, that's weird.
Fingers crossed. That's a good one.
No, I haven't answers.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cringy too. When people like, with their fingers.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
I'm gonna need
fingers crossed.
Yeah, I just got it. Word. Very important person is listening to us on the app right now, so we have to be really good.
Who is it?
Let's turn it up. My brother-in-law.
Oh,
so I need a positive report back to the rest of the family. That
Odell?
No. Amanda's brother. Sorry. No.
The Senator Odell.
Other brother-in-law. Other way with the family. Amanda's brother. His name is Thurston.
Thurston? Is he thirsty?
Thirsty.
Thurston Thursday.
He's named after Gilligan's Island. Thurston Howell III.
No.
The polarity there is incredible, though. Thurston and Odell. I mean, could those be any further?
My brother-in-law? Yeah.
Odell.
Yeah.
My name's Thurston. Yeah. And my name's Odell.
I'm Thurston.
Holy cow. I never realized that.
Nice to meet you, Odell.
You damn right it is.
Holy smokes.
Like that guy that I introduced myself to in Eastern North Carolina that day. Yeah, well, nice to meet you too, even though I don't know who the hell you are. I should have just punched him right in front of all those little kids waiting to see
him right
Santa.
there, that would have been awesome.
I should have just beat the shit out of him.
Right in front of his
Picked
children.
up a chair and broke it over his back. You stupid. If them kids hadn't have been around.
Yeah.
Sure. Not in front of Santa.
That's happened a few times.
Santa may have jumped in.
Yeah.
Santa may have jumped in.
That's happened a few times through the years. We just want to, like, people to just somebody. Just hit them with a chair.
Yikes.
Like, hard enough to send a message to anybody else. Like you don't want to punch them because it's like, I want to hurt somebody.
You want to throw him a chair at them?
No, hit him with.
No, I don't want to throw it at them. I want to hit them with it.
Like,
there is a difference.
Like a folding chair?
So is Thirsty the one that's going to get the answer to the wolf pack?
No, I was texting my friend who lives in Raleigh, who's a Wolfpack graduate.
Ew.
And I'm trying to find out. He's probably busy with his engineering job at the moment.
He lives in Raleigh?
Smart people.
Just outside Raleigh, yeah.
Okay. So
I think he lives in Durham, technically.
Maybe. Maybe he can't hear his phone because of the train's whistle is too loud. He's the engineer of.
Well, he lives in Cary. Sorry, I just looked up that.
Well, that's a nice place.
Yeah, it's Cary.
Yeah, a bunch of libs there.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all.
I would have to be the judge of that.
Yeah, he and I, same age. He's never been married. Like he's got it set up. You know, like house paid for. All
He doesn't have it rough like I do. He's never been married.
No, I just meant
he's got the good life.
He's never been married. He saved all of his money. He's
I'm so envious.
Still sounds the same.
He chose
He's like, man.
Still got the same tone.
Yeah.
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
You're watching the Share Funny Podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
But look, we're making a change today. We're about to change everything because we've connected with the Closet Niche. Annie over at the Closet Niche is putting together a 3D design for a brand new desk they're building for us here. So let's head over to her studio and check out what she's got. So you've seen what we have now. Let's look at what we're going to have in the future thanks to Annie from the Closet Niche. And this is something you do for everybody. When you put the design together, you then walk them through kind of a 3D explanation of what it is they're going to be getting and let them see it from all sides, right?
Absolutely. So what we normally try to do is put a presentation together, obviously in a 3D where they can see their designs. We go through any changes that they might want to make. We show them samples as far as what their doors and drawer fronts would look like. Give them color options to choose from, give them accessories and all kinds of options they can pick from as well to kind of upgrade their closets or whatever project they're working on. So I'm excited to do the office for you guys. I want to show you what I put together.
I just realized that we're sitting in a pantry, a laundry room, a
garage.
Yeah.
Do two different types of closets.
Yeah.
We show it kind of all here, and then obviously large built-ins that we do as well. So we can do home offices, garages, built-ins, pantries, laundry rooms. The only thing we don't do is kitchens. So drop zones, mud rooms, things like that. So it's kind of across the board. And we do it at best price guarantee. There's so many other competitors out there. Turnaround time for us, we try to be within 2 to 3 weeks within our industry, which is kind of unheard of in this industry.
So this is the first Share Funny at our new closet niche desk organization set up here. This is, I really love this. This is great. Closet Niche, the sponsor of Share Funny, coming up in here and setting up a whole new what we call a studio console.
It's really great. It's really great.
And how long did it take them, Ace, to put all this together? And
so about 6 hours.
Man.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV.
Share Funny is a production of the Ace and TJ family. For more, download the Ace and TJ app in your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny podcast.
Hey, there's a guy on here named Jay who DM'd us. A great idea. He said, try looking through old YouTube versions of NC State game moments to see if you can see the crowd making the hand gesture. I've checked 2 so far, the early 90s. When they score a touchdown, nobody's doing it.
Okay, well then he's already done the work.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So
that's why I read that and I was like, oh, okay, well he already did it. So there you go.
So it appears
There's
as
the
if
answer.
NC State may have stolen that hand gesture from NWO Wolfpack.
Oh, the humanity.
Kevin Nash, Scott Hall.
Losers.
Who else was in the Wolfpack?
Sting at one point. Yeah.
Sting was in the Wolfpack at one point.
Conan.
Luger was in the Wolfpack. Conan. Disco Inferno was kind of in for a while. Yeah. I always hated him. But anyway.
I have a shirt.
For what?
Wolfgang. Of them.
You got Wolfgang?
Wolfgang.
For who?
The Wolfpack, I mean.
NWO Wolfpack?
No.
NC State Wolfpack? Okay.
Yeah.
I just saw something that has disappointed me. Rob, how did you get your new Hey Dudes so dirty?
Well,
he came in some grown-up looking shoes one day for the first time a couple of weeks ago. They're really nice, light gray Hey Dudes. And then I look at him just a minute ago and there's a big mud spot on top of them.
That happened yesterday at some point because when I took them off, or when I looked at them yesterday, there was no mud on them. But this morning when I went to go put them on, there was mud on them.
So you think it came from a dog?
There was only one dog there, but also Meredith takes her shoes off right where I take my shoes off. So
her shoe went on top of yours,
I'm thinking, because she doesn't pay attention to anything.
Man, she has just made this week difficult for you, hasn't she?
I was so mad this morning, but I wasn't going to not wear the shoes.
Yeah, but man, that's finally he's wearing grown-up shoes, grown-up shoes.
Did you see the pants I'm wearing today? They're new.
Yeah, I saw them.
Let me see. I didn't see
but
the
then
pants.
I was just focused on how you got that big mud spot on top of your shoe.
Her shoes must have been really muddy to be able to transfer mud.
Well, she comes home later than he does, so it was probably raining and all by the time she got home. So
yeah, it was storming last night.
Did you work out yesterday, Rob?
I did.
You did. So you did it by yourself in the afternoon?
Yep.
Good job,
for you, man.
Rob.
Good job.
But I like those pants. Where'd you get them?
Amazon. These are Amazon Basics.
Oh.
Golf pants.
Rob,
I'm not going to golf in them, but
Rob, did she ask if you worked out?
She did not.
Okay.
No, she's not.
I was just curious.
But I believe you can, if you get some of that OxyClean or something and spray it on there and then just wash them.
Yeah.
That'll work. Ask Mr. Todd. He has a collection of Hey Dudes like nobody's business. I don't think they've made a style of Hey Dude that he doesn't have. So ask him to see if it's okay. He does wash his because he doesn't wear socks with his.
Oh.
He has to wash them all the time.
I was with Mr. Todd in Belk one day, and he saw some Hey Dudes that he liked. They didn't have them in his size. He and I are back there going through boxes. He's almost frantic. Like he wanted them so. It's like a sickness. Like he had to have them. Once he saw a pair that he loved, they were cool looking. To be fair,
he's that way. Yeah.
And he's like, let's go through these boxes and see which ones. What does it say on the outside? And then we went through all the boxes trying to find his size. We couldn't find them, so he's taking pictures of them and looking at them. Like he had purchased them before we'd even got to the counter to get what we had to get. He had already bought them online.
Yeah, he obsesses on things.
Yeah.
You know, once he gets something, I mean, it hits his mind. Yeah, he obsesses quickly. And I think it would be good if we talked about him like he weren't listening.
Yeah. He's used to it.
Always listening.
Always. And he's always watching us like a creep.
Always watching. Always watching.
It's weird.
Did you finish your paperwork? Wazowski.
Hey, when you live alone, Alexis, like you do you ever worry? Do you ever see people that, like, do you see the same guys all the time, or like, is it ever creepy?
What do you mean?
Like, because you're.
What are you talking about?
I guess you're a woman who lives alone in the city.
Right.
Is there ever anything around your apartment that kind of creeps you out like that? Like you said, like that guy's always watching. Do you ever see anything like that makes you feel uncomfortable or creepy or weird or anything like that?
No, not really.
I guess
so you're hiding well, Ace.
Yeah, like if you were standing in your living room looking out, and every time you looked out, you saw the guy in an apartment complex across from you, staring back at you.
I'm the creep one then. If that's what you're asking, I'm the one that's looking at the hotel rooms across from me and like staring, seeing what people are up to. So I creep people out.
Have you ever seen anything?
Yep, I've seen a lot of things. A lot of things.
Such as?
Adult behavior.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. People being in love. Yeah, because they don't realize that you can see into those windows. And so sometimes people, like the other day, I had a little girl that was waving at me. I was in my living room cleaning. I turn around, this little girl's just staring. She starts waving, and I'm like, oh, God, it's weird. So weird. People can look into my apartment, but I can also look into the hotel rooms. So.
You just shut your lights off and sit there watching.
Yeah, sometimes
you really do? I was kidding about that.
I mean, it's like free entertainment. It's TV. It's live TV.
Till you witness a murder.
Sounds like it's live porn.
Yeah.
I watch people play pool because there's like pool tables in the lobby of the hotel, so I can watch them. Sometimes I'll sit there and I'm going to stare at them so hard and see if they can feel it. So, yeah.
Mm. Did they ever give you any indication that they can feel you staring at them?
No, I hide between my blinds, and I'm just gonna stare at them, really, really hard. Because you know how they say you can you can feel sometimes when people are looking at you.
Yeah.
So it's just a little science experiment.
Does it ever work? Do they ever feel you?
I don't think so.
You think it's because you're so small?
Maybe.
If you were bigger, you'd put off more feel vibes.
Yep.
Looks like that Megan doll.
Yep.
Just staring.
One time I witnessed a first date that lasted 3 hours. It was great. I loved it.
You spent 3 hours watching people?
Yeah, well, that's in my living room. So I didn't stare at them the entire 3 hours, but they were right there and I could hear the conversation.
How did you know they were a first date?
Because I could tell, and because of their conversation, what they were talking about.
That was when they were sitting on that bench?
On that bench, yeah, and they were sitting far apart, and by the end of the date, they were next to each other, cuddling and stuff.
3 hours on a bench?
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Damn.
My back's hurting thinking about that.
No time in 3 hours they didn't think about walking somewhere to grab something to drink or just sit in a more comfortable chair?
Well, what type of hotel is it? I mean, is it a fancy hotel or?
Yeah, it's a nice hotel. It's a known hotel chain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Super 8 is known.
Well, It's a type of Hilton.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So.
Is it a trap Hilton?
No. It's actually a really
Trap
nice
hotel?
one. There's really nice hotels around
I didn't think you could see into the windows of nice hotels.
Well, apparently you can.
Mm.
I can see the cleaning ladies cleaning the rooms in the morning.
Is it glass at night during the day?
Mm-hmm.
So during the day it's reflective glass, and in
Well,
the evening you can see in.
It's supposed to be, but it's not.
At night they turn it into wood.
Yeah, this makes me think like the radio station we used to work at in Alexandria, Louisiana. When you drove by during the day, the studio there was just a wall of looks like glass, but at night, when you were sitting up there, and you could see straight through there, plain as day.
Yeah, when I moved in, I asked them. They're like, "Oh no, they can't see during the day, but you can clearly see everything during the day." So it's just is what it is. I'm sure people like stare at me while I'm cleaning and doing stuff because I open my blinds.
So, how loud do the planes get when they're about to land by your house? And can you hear the music coming out of the strip club next door?
No, I don't live in the hood.
Okay. All right.
My rent doesn't reflect the fact that I live in the hood. I'll tell you that.
Ooh, stop flexing.
It's not a flex.
Funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, look, we're making a change today. We're about to change everything because we've connected with the Closet Niche. Annie over at the Closet Niche is putting together a 3D design for a brand new desk they're building for us here. So let's head over to her studio and check out what she's got. So you've seen what we have now. Let's look at what we're going to have in the future thanks to Annie from the Closet Niche. And this is something you do for everybody. When you put the design together, you then walk them through kind of a 3D explanation of what it is they're going to be getting and let them see it from all sides, right?
Absolutely. So what we normally try to do is put a presentation together, obviously in a 3D where they can see their designs. We go through any like changes that they might want to make. We show them samples as far as what their doors and drawer fronts will look like. Give them color options to choose from, give them accessories and all kinds of options they can pick from as well to kind of upgrade their closets or whatever project they're working on. So I'm excited to do the office for you guys. Want to show you what I put together.
I just realized that we're sitting in a pantry, a laundry room, a
garage.
Yeah.
Do two different types of closets.
Yeah.
We show it kind of all here, and then obviously large built-ins that we do as well. So we can do home offices, garages, built-ins, pantries, laundry rooms. The only thing we don't do is kitchens. So drop zones, mud rooms, things like that. So it's kind of across the board. And we do it at best price guarantee. There's so many other competitors out there. Turnaround time for us, we try to be within 2 to 3 weeks within our industry, which is kind of unheard of in this industry.
So this is the first Share Funny at our new Closet Niche desk organization set up here. I really love this. This is great. Closet Niche, the sponsor of Share Funny, coming up in here and setting up a whole new what we call a studio console.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really great.
And how long did it take them, Ace, to put all this together? And
so about 6 hours.
Man.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV.
Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ show.
Okay, 2023 is the year that you need to make sure that you are the best you can be. what you're going to get in the Performance Package 4.0 is the Lawnmower 4.0, which is that advanced skin-safe trimmer. It reduces the cuts and nicks, and it also has the LED spotlight. In case you want to put your privates on stage, you got a spotlight on it, and also comes with the Crop Preserver, Crop Reviver, the travel bag that's really cool, and the anti-chafing boxer briefs that are very soft and comfortable. They're like butter, except not as messy. Because if you put butter down there, I mean, that's not a good combination. Put butter in your gentles.
I gotta go. I got butter in my crotch.
Gross.
No.
What? No.
Butter
don't
on
do
my
it.
gentles. So you could get 20% off and free shipping when you go to manscaped.com and use the promo code ACETJ. Manscaped.com, promo code ACETJ. 20% off and free shipping to be the best you can be.
The best. The best. Yeah, don't put butter down there.
No. Especially if you're going to be out in the sun. Just cook it.
Yeah, true.
Before I go outside naked, I got to put some butter down there.
Slather up with some butter.
Mm-hmm. So this TikTok star, 33 years old, died suddenly of what appears to be a heart attack. He's one of those the people who has become famous on TikTok for eating. He's one of those eaters, and he eats nostalgic food. I think is was his draw, where he would eat things that like giant Fruit Loops and things that aren't on the market anymore, things like that.
Things that used to be on the market.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he is from the Lafayette, Louisiana area.
Oh, wow. Great town.
Yeah. His name is Waffler69. I don't know. Waffler69 was his name. It was a big fella. But I was talking to y'all off the air about this earlier. But when men are obese or very overweight, people don't reassure them that they are good looking and that they're just fine and they're healthy the way they are, and not to worry about what anybody says or judges them by, or they don't tell people to stop noticing, that they're overweight or obese, like they do with women who are big. Yeah. Because some of the comments that I've seen about this, what do you expect? He's 33 and, he was so overweight and, he's going to have a heart attack. It's not healthy or, whatnot. Need to go on a diet and start exercising. And it's not that I'm saying that because of the looks of it. It's just I'm worried about your health. Men say that, and it's just, you might as well just throw gasoline on a forest fire. And I think it's because in both situations, the other person knows that you're lying, that it is about the looks. So remember that, ladies. If your husband ever tells you he's worried about your health and you need to lose weight strictly for that, he's lying.
It's bullshit.
And the same with a wife saying that to a husband.
Is it possible to even say something like, if she said, how do you think I look? How do you think I look these days? And he said, I think you look fantastic. I mean, it's not your best, but you look great. Is that acceptable?
No,
Did you get away with that?
I don't know why you would say that.
I want to be able to think that I would take that because I would want my partner to want me to look my best.
Yeah, but if it's just a day and you say, "How do I look?" and he says, "Well, you look great, just not your best," then he's just saying that to be mean.
No. I meant like in general life. If she's talking about weight and all that kind of stuff,
Getting
like
ready to go to dinner. How do I look? You look great, but you're not your best.
No, I didn't mean that. I mean,
That's how I thought.
If she's saying things like, "Hey, I just realized I got off the scale and I put on 6-8 pounds. How do I mean, what do you think?" And he said, "I mean, I think you look great. I don't think it's the best you've ever looked, but I think you look great."
Yeah.
Would that be? Could you get away with that?
You mean you want to know how I think you look at being fat? You want to know if I think you look good being a fat person? Yeah, for a fat person, you look great. Yeah, I don't think you could.
Not like that.
I always
couldn't
go
get away
by.
with it, could you?
I always go by the thought of,
for a fat person, you look great.
Why? What good does it do for me to say, it's not your best? Yeah, I think you still look good to me. Now, you could do better, or it's not your best, because she knows that. The person knows that. They just got off the scale.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's going to do is reinforce the insecurity they're already feeling, because it's not like if I don't say that, then she's not going to know, or the other person won't know. Hey, oh, well, maybe the scale is wrong. He said I look great. Maybe I didn't gain 6 pounds.
Well, or maybe he thinks she looks better with the extra weight. But either way, if
that even is going to be like. So you've been disgusted by me up until now because you thought I looked like a bag of bones?
No, I thought you looked fantastic, but I really like the
Thanks for telling me all this time that I needed to gain weight, because I look
extra
like
weight.
I look like a corpse, a zombie. Ugh.
You think I look like a zombie?
Ooh, you zombie looking self.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a no-win situation. So you would end up so then what you would end up doing is lying, and she knows you're lying, but she can't prove you're not lying.
No, you just stop with, I think you look great.
That's what I'm saying.
You just stop right there.
Yeah. Maybe you do.
Because you're not lying.
You're right.
Because she is not really waiting on, she doesn't know whether it's true or not until you tell her.
Right.
Now, the problem comes in is where she's expecting you to come up with something that's going to make her feel better. Like, do you think I need to lose weight? She wants you to say no, obviously, because she's already feeling kind of down about it and knows that she does, but she wants you to say that to lift her spirits. And then, you just acknowledge that. Go, I know you're trying to get me to lift your spirits, but that's not for me to do. I can't lift your spirits or any other part of you.
Don't say that.
You know what would lift your spirits? Losing about 10 pounds.
Oh, man. You guys are meanies.
I can't lift your spirits or any other part of you.
No, don't say that. I just... I don't know. I just try not to hurt people's feelings. Even if I have to lie to them, I don't want to hurt their feelings. I wouldn't. Like if something were completely obvious, and one of y'all came in here talking about it, when do you think this or this or the whatever? I would say no. I mean, it's fine to me. Whatever. I wouldn't say, yeah. Yeah, you do need to have that removed. Whatever. Okay.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Share Funny material copyright ATJ Incorporated 2021.
Thanks for watching the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. All material copyright ATJ Incorporated, a JT Media live production 2022.